All right. Not getting an image. Ah, there we go. Yes, sir. Haha. Okay, so we're live. Haha. Okay, so we're live. Awesome, awesome. Not sure if anyone's here. Probably not. Concurrent viewers 0. 0 people watching. Cool. So I'm just talking to myself. That's how this shit goes. All right. So, you hear the doubled audio. Good, good, good. Okay, cool. All right. So, if anyone's here, just speak in chat, and I'll see you. I'll pop this out, actually. Make it easier. Bring it over here. Probably here, yeah. All right. Cool, cool. So, first things first. We got to get this league match out of the way. First time that I am ever playing a league match on stream. First time that I'm streaming anything, in fact. So, yeah. For anyone here, or anyone who joins later, I'll leave a little welcome message in the chat for y'all. All right. So let me message my opponent. Ready to go. Send to Aster J on DL. Okay, so how can I share the stream? Where's the share button? I don't have a shareable link from this page. That's really dumb. What if I just go to my page? Master J. Yeah, this is live. Yeah, this is live. Beautiful. To watch. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Opponent still hasn't challenged. Waiting on Gordon. Get this game out of the way. And then, Alright, still waiting on this challenge. Don't know where my opponent is. Let's check the lobby chat. It's gonna look weird on stream, but just bear with me. Actually, I don't even know his. Oh, there he is. I'll just wait for him to send it. I did say for him to send it, so he'll send it. If you're in chat, just say something so I know you're here. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, we allow spectators here. Let me just make sure everything's okay here. Make sure I didn't miss any AVs. Everything looks correct. Yeah. Okay. So I built this a while ago. Oh. What happened here? There we go. All right. Yeah, I built this a while ago, so it's going to be a little bit weird. Trying to remember everything that I built for. No B drill. There was a mega B drill, and it's not here. Interesting. So I think my best lead might be Granbull. Just a little bit crappy into the Rotom, but it covers pretty much everything else. Yeah, let's go with that. And we'll figure it out as we go. Alright, so we have a Mew lead. Probably just crunch the Mew, check damage. Got our nifty little calc here on the side. Looking like crunches a 3-hit KO on a fully HP invested Mew. So let's see. That does look to be full HP, and it is also leftovers. Interesting. Okay. So, probably want to run Taunt here. I'm going to take a lot from a Psychic move. Right, like if this is Psychic, let's see. 40 to 47. Yeah. It's quite a lot. This is leftovers. It's also Spadef out the wazoo, and I have CC for this. Helmet. That was for Beedrill and Palafin. Let's Super Fang here. Okay, so that ends up working out. Except we miss, so it doesn't. So that's annoying. Should be okay though. I think I'm still gonna Super Fang, because like, what are you doing to me, right? At neutral without Intimidate applied, right? How much is like Flare Blitz really doing? 40 to 48. Because his attack isn't at -1. I think I can handle that. Yeah, let's just Super Fang again. We're also faster, so that's cool. There goes my helmet, but that's okay because, like I said, I'm faster. So that's quite nice. I want to keep my leftovers on Swampert, ideally. How much does Play Rough do? 25 to 29, so it's never a kill. Even on no HP. It's probably still good to scout damage here. So 21. Drain Punch is going to do nothing even with a crit. And he should still be in range of Play Rough because he looks to be max HP. So yeah, 21 was a mineral if it is max HP. So we'll just Play Rough again. The Instin's almost dead. Alternatively, he's like unlikely to knock again. So I could take this as an opportunity to go Swampert, get up my rocks. This also covers a switch out into like Mew. Because Mew can easily tank this Play Rough and then just sit in on me. So I kind of like the Pert play, which is what I'm going to do. Sylveon comes out. Okay, that's fine. We are Earthquake. We're slower than Sylveon. I need to be slower than everything, but that's okay. I can just get up rocks here. Wish comes out. I'm not letting you Wish Pass into the Incineroar, so I will probably just attack here. Although I think Baton Pass is legal. So that's going to be annoying. I'll just Earthquake. Hyper Voice does 25, that's nothing. We can Quake. Gets all his health back, but that's okay, because now we can EQ again. And I could Protect here, because like you should stay in. Otherwise your Sylveon is just getting low for no reason. Hydra looks like a threat. Yeah, my Hydreigon specifically looks like a massive threat. If I go to Aegislash and he goes Incineroar, then I'm kind of boned. So I'm probably just going to Scald here. Chance of a burn on the Rotom isn't bad. No burn, but that's okay. I don't really want to Protect into a nasty plot. So I probably just go Hydra. Nasty plot into Aegislash isn't that bad. I can click slow close combat. That would probably be okay. I just don't want it to get tricked. Actually, anything getting tricked is pretty bad. Arrow's not a good switch in right now. Probably just Hydra. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go Hydra. If he tricks me, he tricks me. Doesn't matter. It's like a Dark Pulse to come out. Okay. Alright, so we're going to click Nasty Plot here. And it looks like we're going to get the KO on the Incineroar. It should die here. We do see a Fake Out. Alright. Cool, cool. We'll just Dark Pulse. Knock out the Incineroar. Beautiful. Now, I want to see how much Sylveon does to me. 64 to 75 because of the berry. I'm in range. That's unfortunate. Although Sylveon is at 65 and it probably takes a good chunk from Dark Pulse at +2. Apparently not. Okay, I'm not sure why Rotom came out. Unless it's like Scarf Disarming Voice. I'll just Pulse. It's Terra Ice, Terra Blast. It doesn't knock me out and it dies. Or nearly dies. It's also Choice Lock now. Because it's Scarfed. So I can very simply just click Dark Pulse again. As good as this is, it no longer lives Sylveon, no longer lives Rocks. So I think I just Pulse. If he stays in to click Terra Blast again, I essentially get a free setup turn with either one of my setup mons now. So now I just have to choose which one I want. You're better in the late game, I want to say. Because you handle that and that to an extent. So yeah, Aegislash. This is dead to Rocks. I just SD. Mew comes in. Now Mew can Will-O-Wisp. I don't believe it dies to Shadow Sneak at +2. It does not. Is +2 factored in? Oh well, I have to change stances. I'm not sure how to do that on Shodex. That's fun. Let's change it to Blade. Okay, there we go. So Shadow Sneak does 67 to 80 to max HP Mew. So it's actually dead. So we'll just Sneak. Beautiful. Now I can switch out on anything that comes in. This is dead. This doesn't want to be in with me. I also should be faster than it. Interesting. Not sure why that came in. Unless he's running like a significant amount of speed. Because I am. I don't know. How much does Shadow Sneak do? 32. Iron Head is a kill, obviously. I don't think that Mystical Fire can even kill me. We are in Nat Dex, by the way, if you were wondering. Mystical Fire only does 52 to 61 in Blade form. So yeah, I think I just Iron Head. But Bury won't save you. Yeah, no. I was gonna say. Yeah. All right, so that's good. Good turns for us. At this point, I just want to keep the Zygarde from setting up. I don't think the Palafin can single-handedly beat me. So I think I just Sneak twice. I don't bother switching. I do as much as I can to this thing. 72 is what it looks like. Oh, it's quite bulky. Coil. I think it'll die to the next one. Yeah, so not sure about that one. Now it's Palafin, but Palafin doesn't have its form. So I'm actually going to SD again on the switch out to Rotom. And now Jet Punch shouldn't kill me, and Shadow Sneak doesn't do the job. But that's a lot of damage from Jet Punch. I'm going to assume that you don't have a way to break this. And I'm just going to click Drain Punch, and I'm faster. Cool. All right, GG. Very nice. All right. So that's a 4-0. That puts us at 11-0 on the season. And we only have 1 week left. So that should be first place secured. I'm just going to grab this replay and share it with the league before we keep going. And we can get to back to our regular scheduled programming, which is going to be a watch-along. Yeah. All right, general. Yeah. All right. So that was that. Now I do want to see if anybody's actually in here. Let's see. There's my dashboard. Views 4, concurrent viewers 1. There's, okay, that's probably me. I do appreciate the 4 people for coming in. No, it's not me. That's not how YouTube works. Okay. Well, whoever's here, do say hello so that I know that you're here. And in the meantime, I'm going to share this stream as much as possible. Okay. Do we still have the link? Battle scheduling. Yeah. All right. So, copy text. Let's go here. Guess we'll tweet this out. All right. I guess I'll plug myself in a few places too while I'm at it. Plugs. Okay. I guess I should do it in my own personal server. For the people that are here, or person that is here, I do apologize for the wait, but I want more people here, so you know. Everyone streaming GBA watch party for week 1 there, and all right, so that should be that. Looking like it's still one person in here. Again, I'm not sure how exactly YouTube works. I'm not sure if that's me or somebody else, but I did see somebody just join, so welcome to the stream. Thank you for hopping in. Do say hello in the chat if you get a chance. And I just finished up a league game, as you can see. Just won that 4-0, securing first place at the end of the season. And we're going to be moving over to GBA Watch Along very shortly. We'll be checking out the GBA games, not in order of when they were uploaded, but rather in order of the preview that I was a part of for the GBA channel. We're going to be going in that order for this watch along. So we're actually going to be starting with Uzi and the Bullet Punch Club against Frosted and the Copenhagen Sawsbucks. We're only going to be watching one perspective of the games, unless there's something specific that I want to go and check out on the other end. So, Jimby Jones. Hello, Jimby Jones. What's up, James? Thomas, hey. Hey, guys. How's it going? So, yeah, we're going to check out a few of these games. Now, I'm really excited to see Uzi's intro, actually, because I played the first few seconds of it while I was setting up for stream, and it's like the perfect introduction back into GBA Season 10. So this should be great. Let's get to it. I'm just gonna stop my music and let's check it out. All right, here we go. Now I can sit back and relax.
The first ever draft league.
Let's actually put this on 1.25 or 1.5.
I became a content creator on YouTube. That's right, this is the league that innovated the concept of a specific amount of people competing for a set amount of time in a season, where they use a certain amount of points to draft an entire team, which they then are compelled to use for the rest of the season as they compete against each other and know exactly what Pokemon they have in their roster.
Shady.
I saw pioneers like Magnitude, Shady Penguin, PM7, and especially Mega Mogwai give me some of the most entertaining battles I've ever seen. So much so that it outright convinced me what I wanted to pursue as a hobby. At a time where I honestly had no idea what I wanted to become. From the moment I hit the record button for the first time, I knew what my eventual dream was, to compete in and win the GBA championship. Which brings us to the present. After 8 years, the Bullet Punch Club is finally in the GBA. And with the help of my brother MattyBrollic, we drafted the most powerful team.
How's the sound, by the way, guys?
Which brings us to our week 1 match against Frosted and the Copenhagen Sawsbucks.
Am I not too, I'm not too low, right? Uzi's not too high.
So here's what I brought. To start things off, we got Choice
Hello.
Galarian Zapdos.
Welcome to
and
the
let me
stream.
tell you right now that this Pokemon has 0 switches. Unless the Slowbro has leftovers, Brave Bird is almost guaranteed to be a 2-hit KO. Plus, when you combine that with its amazing speed tier, and Divine, which uses Intimidate to raise its attack by 1 stage, this angry Chocobo is guaranteed to cause a lot of chaos. The last 3 moves are pretty much.
I can't remember what me and Geo said looked scary in this matchup.
Originally, this was a Lycanroc Dust, but I found the heavy predictions to be too much for me. Which is why
Lycan Dusk I didn't think was good in this matchup.
It has a phenomenal matchup with great late game potential for sweeping once I get enough chip on her Hydra, Iron Bundle, and Hisuian Lilligant. Because once that is done, there is nothing that takes a +6 priority Aqua Jet. That and Facade is very useful in this matchup, in case she decides to try and use Flame Body or Will-O-Wisp Talonflame as a soft check. Of course, this does mean that I do need some
we did mention the Talon,
Choice Scarf, Meowscarada.
Alright.
With an insane base 123 speed, guaranteed to outspeed her entire team, with the exception of a Quark Drive speed boosted or Choice Scarf Iron Bundle. The EVs are essentially so that I can outspeed an Iron Bundle that's modest Quark Drive with Flower Trick, U-Turn, Knockoff, and Play Rough, which is essentially guaranteeing me hitting her entire team for good damage. I genuinely think that once Talonflame is out of the way, there's hardly anything stopping a Flower Trick sweep. This brings us to our next Pokemon.
True. Yeah, we did actually mention that in the preview, the week 1 preview. Me and Geo did say that the Meowscarada goes crazy if not for the Talonflame. But like the Talonflame wants to be offensive, so it's tough. It's going to be tough for Frosted. I'm curious to see how she handles this. This is an interesting spread. Very nice EVs. That's the definition of Draft League right there. Those EVs. I like the way this is edited, by the way. Uzi's a great editor, so I don't know if he did this himself, but I know that he's a great editor. I think he edited for Wolfie for a while. So.
Now, as I'm committing to Belly Drum Azu, I of course gotta go all in on the screen support, courtesy of our BPC MVP, Uxie. With a mostly spin-def nature to be able to sponge hits directly from an Iron Bundle,
screens Uxie, interesting,
screens up for a late game cleanup. Psychic is there because Stab, and Encore is there to ensure that Hydreigon is not able to use this as setup fodder with either Substitute, Nasty
I don't know, I kind of liked Thunderwave on Uxie because of how tough the Talonflame was. And you can also paralyze the Zoroark, so I don't know.
With Facade, Roost,
Facade Terra Normal.
Huh. Once again, when you're committing to screens, you gotta commit to the setup.
Fully committing to the normal spam.
With its Terra type that it's not even funny. Originally, it was Terra Flying, but normal gives me more leverage in Stab Facade, which can be catastrophic against Frosted if she decides to bring Will-O-Wisp Talonflame or even Thunderwave Slowbro.
Yeah, he's covering a lot of the bases on status, but the thing is, it's so hard to bring status as Frosted because of the Goldango. The Goldango just blocks everything, right? So it's like, how do you actually bring status if Gold can just switch into the status? Like, you look at Frosted's team, the only thing that's bringing status here is Slowbro. By the way, no Talonflame. Wow. Okay.
And with the last-minute nature of my building, I am not really feeling too confident. But
that's crazy. Okay, so this was live. This was played live.
But yeah,
so Uzi was
noticeable is that
he didn't do a post com, he did a live com. That's impressive. Okay.
There is no Talonflame, which I'm very surprised to see, if I'm being completely honest, because I thought that, you know, it would be very useful for her to bring it against me.
Talon is very strong in this matchup, so I'm very curious to see how Frosted handled this.
I'm not really feeling too
the Flower Trick is very spammable. Like, there's 2 resists. It's Hydra, which doesn't want to come in on Play Rough accidentally, and Quillfish, and that's it. Like, everything else just dies.
Because I have Defiant, so yeah. Let's see how things happen. And yeah, first week of the GBA, everyone. If you're liking what you see, feel free to drop a like. And sorry for the construction noises.
Make sure to go and check out the coaches as well, guys, if you haven't already. Go and drop them a view, a like, subscribe, watch their games every week. Monday for the first few weeks, and then moving over to Sunday soon, as soon as PPL is done. Seen all the coaches did a live comm, which is very cool. Oh, nice. Okay, that's rare for them to all do live comms. I don't think we've ever seen that in the GBA, actually. That's really cool. So the Hydra switches in. We see a U-turn. Okay, so Hydra's immediately going to take like 80%. Kind of wild. Okay, so now the Hydra's in range of +6 Aqua Jet, so the Azu is possibly prepared to sweep. I know he had mentioned getting a few things weaker. The Slowbro is one of them. Any kind of chip on the Slowbro post regenerator is going to be pretty much an Azu sweep. So yeah, the Zap being in for free is pretty crazy. This is basically an unplayable turn for Frosted. Like, you have to go Slowbro. If you don't, okay, so buy Hydra turn 2. All right.
Yeah, the biggest threat to my squad is gone right now. All right, we're cooking, guys. We're definitely cooking right now. Let's freaking go. All right, so out comes the Oswald.
So we might check out what happened there. Why Frosted led the way she did and then proceeded to just lose the Hydra. Like, was the Hydra there for something specific? It feels like it was there for the Goldengo, maybe the Yuxi a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Hydra lives a strong, healthy life. Yeah, totally. All right.
I thought we were playing under level 100, not gonna lie. So I'm really surprised to see that be the case. But regardless, I don't really see any reason for me to not get underweight, or just make it rain on a fool. Do I make it rain on a fool? Yeah, I make it rain on a fool right now.
Make it rain on a fool.
Because I mean, I do not expect her to go into Slowbro by any means, and I do want chip damage on the Hisuian Quillfish first. If I can do
the Quillfish needs to be chipped. Whoa, that's a crit.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely Eviolite Quillfish, and that looks like crit damage on Eviolite.
I do not want to give this thing any leverage by any means, so I'm just going to pretty much go out in my Chocobo and Brave Bird something.
So if T-Spike goes up, it's a little bit annoying for Azu.
What does she want to go for? She wants to go for spikes.
Regular Spikes is not as bad. That's definitely way more manageable than T-Spikes.
What exactly switches in to a choice banded Brave Bird from a very
nothing.
Angry Chocobo?
Uzi, nothing switches into a choice banded Brave Bird. We know.
She's gonna actually let this thing go. Okay.
All right, so Uzi prepped this correctly, recognizing that the Zapdos was such a big threat. Like, you can't afford to switch around on it, so every time it comes in on something for free, it's just a free kill. And Uzi is up 6-4, and this is not looking good for Frosted. So, yeah, Yuxi.
But yeah, I do think that Chin is my best Chin as of this moment in time.
What did he say?
That was so inappropriate. Why would you say that? But yeah, I do think that Chin is my best
okay. As of this moment in time. Yeah, this editing is on par. Like, it's on point. Super good editing. Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy watching Uzi's games all season. It's gonna be great.
Taking bamboozled. Yeah, I just got hard bamboozled. Oh no.
All right.
That is not a good situation.
We have 5 viewers. Jeez. Thanks for coming through, guys. It's a great first stream. I didn't expect to get more than 2, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, yeah, Uzi's definitely completely in command of this game. So that was specs damage from the bundle, it seems. So Uzi's switching back out. That's going to bounce off, and now you can DD and Terra Normal now. Yeah. Why Roost?
And even if she burns me with Will-O-Wisp, that's actually going to, like, that's going to be catastrophically bad for her. So there's that. She's going to go out in her poker face, Slowbro.
Okay, so he's waiting till later.
I basically am guaranteeing the prospect of, first of all, getting my multi-scale back, and second of all...
So the way the Slowbro came in, it tells me that it's probably Helmet.
And set up a screen because, yeah, she does not do well against screens at all. Not at all, honestly. Yeah, I mean...
Because, like, the Dragonite switching in telegraphs that the Dragonite's going to attack the following turn. So, for you to switch into Slowbro is either your only play, or it's because it's Helmet.
I don't feel like now is the time to do that, per se. Alright, So I'm gonna go out in my Okada, as she is gonna
All right.
body press.
So
Ooh,
body
good
press
tech, good
blocks
tech.
the body
Right,
press
that's a
with
very good tech,
Goldango.
I'm gonna lie.
Good
I
turn.
really respect the hell out of
And
that.
this is another
But yeah,
free
at
attack.
this point in time, I could just
So
honestly raw make it
Uzi's
rain,
team is just
and,
loaded
keep
with
up the
free
damage to
attacks
anything
into
that wants
this
to come in.
team.
Because she 100% needs the slow, bro. She 110% needs the slow, bro. So you know what? I'm gonna click make it rain. The better play was to click Thunder Wave here now, but I'm feeling
What a
bit ballsy.
play.
Feeling a bit ballsy.
So
he
he recognizes that she needs the slow, bro.
She stays in. Okay, very good play.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I
Better
should
play
just
from
honestly,
Frosted, I guess.
Oh, she goes for a foul play.
Foul play. Okay,
Alright.
kills off the
Good play on her
Colbert. That did 2.
Definitely good play on her part, but I mean,
I
in
mean,
the face of this.
if you're Uzi, do you have a reason not to
Exactly.
T-wave?
she's
Yeah,
actually in.
exactly.
Fair play. Alright, so with me paralyzing this thing, I'm essentially putting this thing near its deathbed. So there is that. As I'm assuming, okay, so she ends up getting paralyzed, which is most unfortunate.
So now
I'm
as
sorry about
Uzi,
that,
I
but,
guess you
know, we
heal,
gotta do what we can
you
win.
recover, and
No,
then you switch
we
out.
gotta do what we can.
Right.
As in
This would probably be
situation,
the
she
best
could-
time
I don't know
to
what- so she has
get
foul
up
play, she has,
screens, because your
quad press,
Uxie is
she
half
needs to
dead.
have slack off.
It's probably
So
not
that's
coming
really
back
right.
in.
I think I want to recover. See what she wants to go for. And she's
Yes,
gonna
the
stay
PC
in.
is already
I'm
putting
not
in
sure I
work,
agree with the prospect of
Pablo.
letting, you know, this thing. Oh my god. I'm
Thanks
so
for
sorry.
all your help.
I am so sorry. I'm not sure I agree with the prospect
Yeah,
of
17
letting,
damage on
you
the
know,
foul
this
play
thing
is like
get chased
that.
down.
That was not a tech
Because
for the
she might get
Goldango. I
chased.
can tell you
She
that.
needs
That was
this for
definitely
her.
there for the
She needs
D-Knight
this for my Chocobo,
to
she
cover
needs this
any
for
Terra
my
type,
Dragonite
except
and
for
Cloud
like
Nine.
Dark
So,
and Fairy,
I'm
right?
not sure I understand why
Well,
she is staying
it can
in
only
this
Terra normal or flying. I've
Yeah,
learned
I
my
think
lesson
it's
from the
fine,
preview
honestly.
video.
It's fine,
I
like-
get it, guys. Okay, it can only
She went
Terra
for a foul.
flying or
Does she
normal.
have a fire type?
Every
I don't think
Terramon
so.
in this league can only Terra
I
into
really don't
specific
think she
types.
needs a- she has a fire type move in this
Two
match.
specific
It wouldn't make
types.
sense to me personally.
Its own
As she-
stab, one of its
Oh,
own
very good
stabs.
play on her behalf.
What a
Very good play on
play.
Yo's- very good play on Frosted's behalf. Yeah, I can't even be mad about that. Yeah, she got me. She
Wow,
got me good.
nice Ice Beam.
All right, yeah, that was very unnecessary of me. I mean, Flower Trick does way too much, so
I mean,
I'm
Flower
not
Trick
satisfied
is
with that.
free,
She's
right?
gonna opt to get out here now. I'm assuming she wants to go out
The
here.
Meow still has
Actually,
one
we'll
switch in
switch in on this.
on a
But yeah,
spike.
very good play on Frosted's behalf. She is playing hard.
Okay, so I mean, Flower Trick will 2-hit KO this, I'm pretty sure.
My nausea when facing down.
Oh no, it's
what's that
super
called? When facing down,
defensive.
a Zoroark.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, there was honestly no reason for me to click that.
so what is the Zoroark
She just
disguised
gambled,
as?
honestly. Like, what was the point of
Right?
that,
Because we've seen every
also
Mon
looks
come
very-
out,
that looks
and the
like a very
Zoroark
defensive
hasn't come out yet, so now it's
Very,
going to be
very
like
defensive.
auto-revealed as soon as it
And
comes
the
in.
prospect of me going out in my Chocobo is honestly
Little
as free
rough,
as it gets,
right?
so is there anything that I can do to punish it? Is the question.
It's
Do not wanna
very
let my
rough.
Neo go down. Like that in itself would be a catastrophically bad play. So if you like, my only player is to go out in my Chin Chin.
I love the way that Uzi's saying
If she wants
catastrophically.
to, like, I don't know what she would want to do here. Yeah,
He's
I
like,
got in my own head there. Why didn't I shadow ball?
Catastrophe, or
I'm not sure what
something
Pokemon
like
she would want
that.
to go for here. So in the face of that, exactly what?
All right,
what is
so
there for
the
me
bundle's
here?
back.
Like first, you know, let me see.
No hazards
Leo's
are up,
health.
so this is hard to identify if
Definitely,
this is
sorry.
actually the Zoroark or the
So I
bundle.
got the calcs wrong. Yikes. It does look to be
The
a
bundle
50%,
hasn't taken any damage,
so
I'm
it's
pretty
24%.
sure.
So I can only take, I'm assuming, one more round of spikes damage, which is not the best thing in the world per se. Yes, I mean it's not good by any means, but yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I just got in my own head there. Light screen. I feel like I'm just gonna encore because I don't know what this thing would want to go for. Okay, so she is gonna click U-turn, and I'm assuming that's definitely not Iron Bun. That is 100% what you may call it.
Yeah.
So let's
I was
see-
about to
let's see
say,
what
yeah.
March wants to go on.
Does bundle even get U-turn, or is it just flip turn? Can anybody confirm?
Okay, so out comes the Landoras.
I'm pretty sure that it
I mean,
only
yeah,
gets
what's stopping
flip
you from
turn,
running much
but I
more?
could be wrong.
I mean, she does not
I
have
don't
any
feel like
switches
checking
to
right
go.
now, so somebody
this thing
wants
exists
to
break, so
let me know in
breaking is the
chat.
thing that we 100% shall be.
Okay, so Brave Bird's free again. Still no
Brave Bird needs to come out
switch-ins.
here. That is going to absolutely
Dead
one-shot
Lando.
that Landoras Harrian, and that is
So
bloody amazing.
from this
Because
point
now,
on,
if I were a
the
Vepsis fan,
Zapdos has
she does not have any
basically done
switches
its
to
job,
my,
because like
she
the
doesn't
only
have
thing
any
left
switches
that you
to my
can
Zoroark.
actually
So
break
the
is
Flower
the
Trick
slow
endgame
bro.
is
The other two
definitely very, very
outspeed
close.
you.
It is
So
very, very close here now.
I think
There's that.
you
The
just
fact
let
of
the
the matter is,
Zapdos die now to
Goldoadragon
identify
and
what
right?
Mon
Now
is
comes
in
the
right
Oswald against
here.
Oswald or the Iron Bundle, I know not. As of this moment in time, I don't really have the best switch-ins. I mean, if this is a Zoroark, she's going to pick me off here with... Actually, you know what? Let me just sack this thing. Oh,
Yep.
So she is gonna click freeze, right?
Okay,
she
so
does
correct
end up
play
being,
from Uzi.
she does
Sack
end
the
up being Iron Bundle,
Zapdos,
so
it does nothing
unfortunately, I
else.
could have, prevented that.
And
But
now
at
you
the same
know
time,
that it's bundle that's in
I
here.
just don't think it's gonna be Scarf. Like, why would you be Scarf? You still outspeed a Dragonite, right?
So
still
I
outspeed a
think you
Dragonite at
still
+1.
go Meow
So there
here
is no rational
with your
reason
Scarf,
to,
because
there is
oh,
no-
actually,
there's
hold on a
no rational
second.
reason
The
for her
D-Knight
to
is
do that.
mono
So I'm
normal
actually happy with
attacking.
that.
So the
If this
Zoroark
does
is
end up
actually
fighting, then, you know,
really good
most
into
important-
that, because it only has Facade.
Oh boy.
So that's
Yeah,
actually
she
going to
went
be
Scarf, right?
really
She's
problematic if
Scarf,
it comes
right?
down to
If she
Zoroark
was
versus
Scarf, she wouldn't have switched out, right? She
Dragonite.
wouldn't
So
have switched
Uzi
out,
can't let that happen, actually.
It doesn't make any sense for that to happen. Unless, of course, this thing is...
So I'm pretty sure, based on the Shadow Ball damage, that the bundle is specs. The Shadow Ball damage in a Uxie feels specs. But this is free Flower Trick. Alright, so this is the Slowbro. The Slowbro is going to get 2-hit KO'd.
This was her only existing pivot to my 50-50 with Goldango, but if she does let me have this thing, then I will most certainly take it as Mio, the Ouroboros.
Oh, yeah. So now the Make It Rain is free. I get it. Yeah.
So we may actually have a chance at this.
You still can't go for Shadow Ball ever, so you have to basically lower your own special attack.
And this only leaves the Hisuian Zoroark and the Iron Bundle.
So the Zoroark, even if Scarfed is outsped, it's going to reveal its illusion, and it would take sufficient damage to where now your D-Knight can win the game. It's not even disguised now.
No, let's find out. Because like this doesn't change my sequence of plays by any means here.
And the Azu's still around, so now it's just yeah, it's pretty simple. You just Flower Trick.
I outspeed you guaranteed. Unless of course you have the Shadow Sneak. Okay, sweet. She does not have the Shadow Sneak as Flower Trick is gonna come off, and that is gonna kill the Zoroark. Oh,
wow.
From
full.
Holy shyster. Oh my god.
Okay, I feel like that has to be a very high roll, or like poor EVing for the Zoroark. It's not gonna kill, is it? Oh my god! Alright, Meow is broken. Meowscarada is actually broken. That might be the kill leader. Zapdos and Meow basically killed everything, right? I think the only thing that got another kill was Goldango. I think. Could be wrong though. But yeah. So yeah. So bundle is flip turn only. Yeah. Yeah. So weird one. I have Frosted's video pulled up here. I want to see what happened turn 1 and 2. Exactly.
We could just go into Hydreigon. Like he's probably gonna U-turn is the thing. Like he could definitely be scarfed on this. And if he is, he's most likely faster than Mooney is. And
so,
I don't particularly...
Here, okay, if it's Scarfed, I get wanting to keep the Eviolite on the Quillfish, but at the same time, you kind of need to scout for what the Meow is somewhere in this game. If you lose this resource, looking at this Mon, by the way, this was Terra Poison, Crunch, Terra Blast, Earthquake. This thing shredded. This thing would have gone crazy because Uzi's Scarfer was Meow that couldn't touch this while Terra'd. Always had to U-turn out, wait until it's in range of knockoff. And that's the only way to kill it. So this thing was going to go nuts. So sacking it turn 2, I'm not in agreement with.
Okay, we're going to Fluffy. And
yeah, Hydra gets Dragon Dance now, yeah.
Yes, we do.
Also gets Stealth Rocks. Lost Defog, though.
I expected a lot of things, but like Meowscarada is probably the thing I expected the least.
So Protean, U-turn.
Oh, actually that hurts a lot.
Meowscarada is the thing you expected the least?
That
I don't know about
like,
that.
So much. Hang on.
That's a Protean U-turn.
We're losing our Hydreigon right away. I can already tell you because this thing is just gross. Like I hate this thing. I don't have a switch into Zapdos. Honestly, like I don't even know why I was scared of the Dragonite when there's a Zapdos. Yeah, I don't have anything for this thing. I literally don't have anything for this thing.
So the turn 1 was a lack of understanding of how good Meow actually was this game. So when Gio and I looked at the matchup, I looked at Meowscarada. I was like, oh, there's a Talonflame. And then I was like, wait a minute. If there's no Talonflame, Meow literally just kills everything. Like, there's nothing stopping it. And it's so easy for Uzi to weaken opposing teams with his draft that Mons like Scarf Meowscarada, Scarfed Zapdos, Belly Drum Azu, or even Choice Banded Azu with Aqua Jet, D-Knight's E-Speed. There's so many easy ways for Uzi to clean games that you have to account for things that don't look like threats because you have one check. You have to be prepared for Mons that can kill your entire team, but are only stopped by one thing. Because Uzi's going to narrow in and kill the one thing and then destroy you. And that's exactly what happened. So First game goes to Uzi. I think that was a big win, actually. I think that Uzi still had...
Always revenge it, right? I will maybe...
Uzi had only lost the Uxie, I think? Or the Uxie and the gold. Or no, Uxie and the...
Somewhat accepted.
The Zap?
Actually do into...
Because then the Meow came out?
I'm super weak to grass. Instead of
Yeah.
Assault Vest?
Uxie
Honestly,
came out.
not good. Actually, Quillfish would have... Redemption this very quickly. Oh, wait.
Yeah, so just Uxie and Zapdos. So that's actually a big win for Uzi. So he gets 4 points. So new system in the GBA this season. We're not working with wins losses. We're working with point system. So even if you lose a game, you can still get points in certain places. Like a timer loss is a point. If you have specific stats happen or specific things happen in a game, you can get a point. Like if a Mon lives from full down to like 4 or less HP, something like that. If it survives with very, very little HP, outside of a focus sash or like specific items or abilities that make you live, like sturdy and stuff, you get a point for that. So Uzi actually gets 4 points for this win. So very big, huge win. Yo, Dom, what's up? How's it going, bro? It's been a while. Glad you're doing well too. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm turning into Miguel. So you're gonna be a mod in my stream from now on. I'll get Jose in here too. We'll get the whole gang back together. Yeah. I see your stuff. I see your I see your pics and stuff on Insta. Congrats, man. It's huge. You're doing great for yourself. That's big life vibes. Very nice. Very nice. Congrats. No, seriously though, you made it big. But yeah, we are getting into the next game, which is going to be Dell, the Coilers. This is the team that I'm rooting for. So this one's going to be big. I'm hoping Dell won. I don't know any of the results from this week, by the way, guys. I have no idea what happened. I haven't had any time whatsoever to check the results. That's why we're doing this watch along. And if this does well, if people like this, then I'll come back and do more. But yeah, we do have Dell and the Coilers. I want to see this intro because I'm already seeing the Coilers logo. I want to see how this looks, if it looks like a good old NHL logo intro. Let's check it out. Okay, Dell. Okay. All right. Nice. All right, so let's set this to 1.5 again. It's going to kill your retention time. I do apologize, but I am going through the whole video. So
you can just call me Dell, and welcome to the Team Builder portion.
So it's a 40-minute video. So I'm actually just going to... This is going to kill even more retention. I'm sorry. But I'm actually just going to go through the sets and look at them. Valiant did look good. Now, this is the problem with Dell's team that I saw on preview in the week 1 preview with Geo, is that a lot of his defensive options are very, not so much passive, but they're like very easy to anticipate and deal with. They don't have like long-term sustainability outside of Alamomola. Like you're going to be forced to wish pass into everything, and it's going to get very annoying very fast. So I'm just going to scroll through these sets and check them out. So we got Valiant with the Pixie Plate, Terra Fairy. This is the Terramon. Spirit Break, Knockoff, Fire Punch, and Shadow Sneak. Fire Punch was for, I want to say, Fortress. Let me actually pull up the matchup in another window real quick. Let's see. So Prep. All right. Matchup Center. I'll just take a look at, I think this is GBA 2. If it would load it. Okay. So, yeah, Fire Punch is for the Fortress. Then we have Spirit Break. Pixie Plate, you're outsped by Gren. But that's it. Yeah, Goldoa's speed is not great. Like it's Greninja and then Garchomp. So yeah, that's the disadvantage of having a Gen 6 team, by the way. But yeah, other than the Greninja, you're outspeeding everything. So it's not bad. And then Knock Off and Fire Punch. Yeah, it's a good set. Let's look at the Aloe. Liquidation, Play Rough, Ice Beam, Mirror Coat, AV. So Max Speed F, Mirror Coat. That looks like it's going to be for the Zapdos. Problem is if the Zapdos volts into Gren, you get no value. I'm guessing that's what the Play Rough is for, is to like predict that turn. Yeah. All right. Then we have the Donphan, Earthquake, Ice Spinner, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin. Just cue back up the music, otherwise it's kind of boring in here. We'll pause it once we get to the part of the video where he's playing. So very basic Donphan set, nothing too crazy. A little bit of attack investment, I'm assuming to hit specific rolls. Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, okay. Pretty simple. We got Thundurus with Thunder Punch, Acro, Bulk Up, Sub. So it's a physical Thundurus with Citrus Berry. Defiant, Sub, Bulk Up, okay. I don't think this is going to beat the Garchomp, if I'm being honest. The Garchomp's going to be tough, especially if it brings like Earthquake Draco. It's going to do a lot of damage to this team. Of course, the Aloe can probably deal with it. It also has Ice Beam, so that's going to help. Ceruledge is the one that I was most worried about because it's very hard to break if it picks... which typing is it? It's Ghost and Fairy. If it picks Fairy... I don't see how Dell breaks it at the moment. I mean, there's a Goodra. I'm assuming the Goodra has Heavy Slam. It only has Flash Cannon. Okay. So that's going to be rough. If he runs a Spadef... yeah, a Spadef Ceruledge, Terra Fairy with Swords Dance Bitterblade. Yeah, that's going to be rough. I don't see a way around that, personally. All right, well, we'll figure it out, right? Let's see. All right, so let's get to the battle. All right.
Super excited for this matchup, and it looks like Goldoa brought almost every single...
All right, come on, Del.
He brought Mew instead of Fortress, so like outside of that, we should be in a
I'm
really
not
good position
optimistic.
here. I'm a little hopped up on some energy.
Because the Ceruledge looks very scary. So does the Zangoose, actually.
This is going to be a blast. Okay, so...
the Zangoose looks very scary for him as well.
Outside of like an Ice Beam Mew, you know, things like that. But if it's Mew, like we can maneuver around it. Zapdos kind of annoying, but we have good checks everywhere else. If you guys haven't already, please go check out the team builder for this. It'll kind of explain a lot of these sets. I'll go over them as best I can during the battle, but the whole main purpose of this is to
I don't know.
Take some action, take some names. We want to be the upper echelon of the GBA this year. We want to come out with a good showing. Opening match for GBA. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. Let's coil up, baby. Let's get this W. Good luck, have fun to Goldoa. I'm pumped. This is going to be great. Okay, here we go. Here we freaking go. Oh, Goldoa has...
All right, Coilers.
So we are just going to quick cut here. Restart.
Let's do it.
Don't mind it all. And he's going to leave with his Zapdos as I led with my Donphan. So that's fine. Literally 0 issues with resetting here. So we are going to run. And we're just going to cut. Hey, and Goldoa sends out soaring wings.
Goldoa loaded in with 5 mons.
Off the Donphan.
So made a little mistake.
Didn't not saying at all, screw this. If he volt switches, he volt switches. I'm not taking a Hurricane. I ain't about that life. Don't really want to deal with that. That's going to suck.
Okay, so immediately going to go and get the Goodra weakened. Paul Coffee, nice.
Hurricanes, we're going to eat it. He misses. Doesn't matter a ton, but obviously chip is chip. So good for us.
So what are we going for? Ice Beam?
It is probably the Mew. Mew is the easier Draco switching.
So what do you want to do? You want to Dragon Tail to
Play
scout?
Ice Beam. We don't want to overplay. He probably Volt switches. Mew coming in is Mew coming in. We could Dragon Tail. We could also hard double. But it's going to be a Volt switch out of him. So it's really just take your damage and go from there. I think
I would detail to see what he's switching into, because he's not Terra'd yet, and there's no Fairy on the other side from what I saw.
Good play on my opponent's behalf. Goldoa switching out, hopefully, into something
because Goldoa's Fairy is the Florges, and I didn't see Florges, so...
If he wants to try to pop the Toxic Orb.
Okay, so we're going for Draco. It's still going to do good damage, obviously, but like I don't like Dracoing into Mew this early because it's not going to take that much.
Learn anything from that damage.
We don't see leftovers.
Remember, level 50. Draco 38 to 45.
I'm kind of worried because now you give the Mew a few turn, and that's really annoying.
Some version of Hazard. Realistically speaking, here, if he's close combat or anything like that, switching will suck a little bit. Special Mew could drop Draco, could be Focus Blast. Porkoff is a good mid-ground. We could also Dragon Tail here, preventing any kind of issues with a setup Mew. So I think I'm just going to detail here. There's not a whole lot this Mew can realistically do to us. It just Earth Powers. We're going to eat this. breakfast,
Okay.
lunch, and dinner. And we detail, we get rid of the Mew. It's going to be a good chip.
Okay,
Now
so
below
it wasn't
50%.
as threatening
Keep
of a
that in
Mew.
mind.
That's
Mew
not bad.
now 50%. There it is. My little sheet of paper. I did not get a pen.
That's okay.
Lovely Coilers green highlighter. Ooh, Warmonk's dragged out. A little unfortunate for us. Can be a little difficult to switch into this guy. Easily revenged, mind you. but
That's
not
the
great
best
for
way to
the
pop
Mew
your
hammer.
Toxic Orb, by the way. Just
Nice.
getting dragged in like that. Because
Zangoose at
it's
full.
you
Well,
don't
there's
have to
Dance,
wait a
that
turn
sucks a little
after
bit.
a death,
Donphan, Zangoose.
and
Zangoose.
like,
So it's Dance.
you get it in when your opponent doesn't necessarily want it in. So
Ooh, Facade is a 2-hit KO. That's
that has to be the
ideal.
best way for
But it is our
Zangoose
safest
to come
play,
in like
realistically
ever.
speaking. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pull the trigger.
You guys
on
think
that
my
one.
cam
Donphan,
is well
you know,
positioned? Is
kinda
this the
check
right
Archon,
place
leave
for
a
it?
Valor
Because
too.
as you
This
can
is the
see
best
from
option.
that screen,
If he SDs,
that
he
switch
SDs,
screen, you
we
can
will
kind of
cover
see
30, and then
everything,
ideal
and I'm
road
not
is
really
SD is
blocking
not
anything.
style, right? Good
I
close
think it's
combat as well.
probably the
Does
best
CC,
spot
we might
for
need
it.
this. Yep, we eat that up. We do see, so this could be a roll at this point. 124.
All right.
CC. Ooh, it's a
Do
roll
let
on
me
a
know.
facade. Do we take the roll? He might not want to take the roll. It is kind of a hard call on his behalf to try to take this. Let's see, close combat. Do I learn anything? CC damage was 33 to... Wow, I mean, we kind of just have to attack what's in front of us here. Earthquake
think
is fine. If he
facade
goes into
kills.
the Zapdos, it is what it is. It'll be a bit of a pivot fight, but that's okay. I think here we can get our rocks up because
It doesn't
Valiant
do
revenges
double,
really easily, and so does our...
but it does like
Valiant.
1.6
I don't wanna get a
times what he
backflip, though.
just did.
No, we're going to Earthquake. We don't want to give this thing any free damage. He does Facade. This is a roll to kill. If he's Jolly, we does get the roll.
Got the roll.
50-50. Literally a 50% roll there, so nothing we can realistically do about it. If he's Adamant, that's a guarantee.
So again,
However,
the
we do
defensive
revenge,
options, this is what I was
so
saying,
this
right?
is
The
not
defensive
the biggest
options are
concern.
very, like,
I want to see if our Thunderous revenge
they'll
is
switch in
Thunderpunch.
once,
It's not at 50%,
they'll
so
take
our
the
Thunderous is
damage
not
that they're
going to be able
supposed to
revenge
take,
it.
and then they're going to
Does our
basically
Tyrannus
die.
Not quite. So we do have to go into our
Yeah,
Valiant.
Goldoa's team is kind of tough
Valiant
for
revenges
this.
quick attack, so we're gonna
Like,
do 33 to
what do you do about the
41%,
Cerulege
so we are
now?
going into our Valiant. This is a safe play. Quick attack damage does suck a little bit, but there's nothing, you know.
Like,
whatever.
Aloe has to
Spirit
try to
Break
1v1 the
will secure a
Cerulege,
kill from here,
essentially.
with Terra Fairy, and his switch-ins are non-existent. If it is defensive Zapdos,
So he's going
and we
to
get
Terra
static, we get
Fairy
static. You know, that is
immediately
what it is,
and
it's a 30%
Spirit
chance.
Break. Okay.
I'm going to say we're not going to get
Pixie
static because we
Plate,
got
I
50% roll on the facade
assume
if he's
that
Jolly
this,
Zang. Quick
from
attack
what
is
Dell
gonna do a
said,
ton of
that
damage
this
to our
kills
Terra,
everything,
even
or
if it's
2-hit
adamant.
KOs
Even if
everything.
it's adamant quick attack, it's only 37 to 43%. So
Interesting.
might be time for Kurt's favorite game of Pick Your Sack. Let's see. Terra Valiant, Terra Fairy. We're going to absolutely munch this. Quick attack will do a decent chunk to us, of course.
Nice. My head over
ELP, we know it's not
Gudra's.
scarf, we don't
Sick.
worry about it. Valiant is the safe
Exactly
player,
what
so
I
we're not
wanted
gonna
from the
do
scam positioning. Oh, look at this. I am the Terra. All right. Spirit Break
no,
is going to
probably
take out the
adamant.
Zangoose, so that's nice. Big
Judge
threat out of
based
the
on
way,
that
but
damage, like,
I'm more
low roll
worried about the
adamant or a
Cerulege
very high
than
roll
anything
Jolly,
else.
so.
The
So we have
Cerulege is the
super
big
high roll
problem.
Jolly, or a very low roll adamant. So doesn't matter really.
And the Cerulege could actually potentially force this out,
because
it becomes a 50-50 on whether you Bitter Blade without Terra or with Terra. If you stay a Fire Ghost, you resist the Fairy, but you get like destroyed by knockoff. But if you Terra Fairy, it's the opposite.
But I think I can
Right?
pivot around him better. So we
So-
are just going to go into our safest play, which is Coffee here. Don't need to overplay in these
so
situations. We need to keep Valiant.
The Gudra's
available
always
for
coming
late
in on the
game. This is a full
Zapdos.
cleaner,
Dell
especially with no
correctly
fortress and no
recognized
Zapdos
that the
being
Zapdos was actually a
getting
very
rocks up
big
would've been
problem
ideal
to his
with
team,
Donphan if we did get that roll.
which I believe
Granted,
Gionite
Earthquake
did
anyway, so it doesn't
see.
matter, but I need some chip on this Zapdos. So we have to get into a position where we can chip Zapdos here. Does his U-turn again? That's fine.
Okay.
I think the next time around we're going to go into our T-Tar on the U-turn.
So what do you do
to try
here?
to
You
bait
go
in something, because
Garchomp?
We are on Nerve Scarf, and I do believe.
I think
he
I did
will
see
end
the
up running into
Garchomp
something
in
that
team
we can hit
preview.
chunk, or get a big.
I like
big
Frosted
KO
setup
through,
where you
like,
could actually
Thunder,
see the
not being, like,
Mons
Golden Red
under
Mew,
the
Yaki
HP
Berry,
bar.
Garchomp.
That's really cool.
So,
It's a little bit more work for
he's doing
sure.
a good job pivoting
So
around.
far, Uzi's
Nothing
video
else I can
setup
really
has been the
do about it,
best
though. We do have to get
by
Honey
far
in sooner than later.
out of the
Honey
three.
is a very key piece of winning this game. Garchomp, hopefully it's Tank Chomp. If it's an offensive Chomp, a little bit different for us, but we do outspeed it anyways with our Thunderous, so I'm not overly concerned. Could go back into the Mew. Yeah, so we're gonna see here. Ludoa. It is his Garchomp. Now, two stages of two
Garchomp.
trains of thought here. I mean, realistically, Thundy is the play every single time because this is Earthquake or Dragon Claw. Offensive Dragon Claw to my Thundy.
So the Citrus Berry covers
48 to 57%.
any
So
other
what we're gonna do is
potential
we're going to
play.
this. Hopefully, he gets a decent roll out of me and he doesn't SD.
It could be Sub
This is,
Chomp
you know,
is
it's
the
pretty safe
only
play.
thing.
If he Stone Edges, he Stone Edges. Is a good play.
Alashemsky,
Earthquake, nice. Awesome,
nice.
perfect. Okay. So,
Okay.
two options here. I think we just
So
bulk up.
yeah, that was a
I think
good
realistically,
play
we bulk up, we try to
because
break.
the Gudra's a
We
big
bulk up
problem,
and
and
he
he probably
tails.
always Earthquakes there.
Not a lot of bad stuff happens. So, we bulk up. We bulk up into sub.
So
Ren
what
can't
would
come
you
in.
say
I
the
think
best
we
new
might actually
addition
sub
to the
first
meta
and then
has
bulk
been
up.
with the new games?
Yes, that's
Like the
what we're doing.
best
Sub first, if
Mon
Ren comes
or the
in, that's
best
a little
like
scary.
concept? Because if we're
Let's see
talking
what he
best
goes for.
mon,
We're gonna know he's not choice at
I
this
would
point.
say
Spikes, oh, this is
overall,
ideal.
Great
This
Tusk.
is ideal because bulk up can. Oh, this
Great
can run
Tusk
away
is
with it now.
essentially
There's
like
a very high chance that this can
invalidated
just start running away.
Lando as the
bulk
primary
up?
ground type. Second, I would say
Come on,
is
Thundy.
like
Let's go Hemsky. Let's go Hemsky.
maybe,
Alex Hemsky.
maybe Ting Lu.
Back the other way.
Um,
Let's see. Poison jab.
hard
I
to
don't
say.
know if that breaks.
Off the top of my head like that, it's hard to say, but
It does. Okay. I think that's a roll.
like yeah, Valiant
Poison
is up
jab.
there. Of the stuff that's not banned, because like obviously we could talk Chen Pao, we could talk
That's a
Iron
max roll.
Bundle,
I'm subbing again.
and how crazy they are, right?
That's
Flutter
a max
main.
roll poison jab.
But
if
of the
he's
stuff that
offensive.
hasn't
Granted, I
been
don't know what his
banned,
item is. We know it's not.
I would say it's
expert
Great
belt, it
Tusk,
can't be-
then Ting
maybe
Lu,
it's a
then
poison
no,
bar,
Great
but that would
Tusk,
be the only thing
Valiant,
that's giving
Ting
him a boost
Lu.
to break me.
Probably top
It's
3 in my
22 to
opinion
25.9.
of the new
Break the
stuff.
So if we get the low roll here, we're in a great spot. I don't want to be poisoned, and I'd like to pop my citrus berry though. So we are gonna sub here,
Best mom?
and the
Nice.
HP is wrong. I don't understand. I
Yeah,
did this in
Great,
Mox,
Great
we did it on
Tusk is for
Showdown
sure
beforehand, and it worked.
I think
with
it's the
this HP,
best
and now
ground
in-game
type
it's
that
not
we've
working.
had
So- and he just
since
doubles viral me,
Lando.
which does suck a little bit.
Hands down.
If we go plus 2
Gen 5 to Gen 9.
with no item,
Before
how
we
much
got
are
a
we
better
doing this
ground type than Lander ST.
time? I think our best bet at this point is to just bulk up because he will pop our berry. He's probably Rocky. Very unfortunate. He's max rolling me unless he's an adamant chomp. But if he's adamant chomp, that's...
Mega Main? Valiant? Yeah, I could see
I'm gonna
that.
bulk up here.
Without the ability to actually like get momentum though is the problem.
Barring a poison, we're
So
in a
like,
position.
I don't know,
Plus we can
Valiant's a weird one.
Poison jab,
What
we
could I
should eat this.
compare it to?
Something 78 down to 50. Citrus pops, so 78.
It's weird
down to
because
50.
it's like a one-time nuke, right?
I just
Because
don't
if
believe
you're
he's
able to get it
adamant.
off
So at
the
this
field
point, we
after its
cannot break my
initial
sub.
booster switch in, it
this is
becomes a
where we
lot
sub.
more manageable. Because you should
So
have something
aggro
that
next turn.
outspeeds it.
There's nothing that can break
Um,
myself at this point.
Essentially that. You should just have something that
Sure,
outspeeds
yeah,
it, and it's extremely frail, right?
He's not plus 2, but
Okay,
What
so
he doesn't know is I
SD
kill.
comes out from the guard
2
chomp.
Acros kills. Unless he's like Ruskin Rocky Helmet, but this is fine.
2 Acros
This
kills,
is a fine
really?
trade for me. If he's Ruskin Rocky Helmet, it's gonna do a ton to me. But
Ooh, okay. No scale shot, obviously.
no helmet. He jabs again.
Poison jab.
So his
Is
revenge
he
killer
even
out of this
gonna
will be
die?
Ninja.
I don't think he dies to the rough skin. I think I saw him take 19
He's not
HP.
Salik. You can't have
He went
that
from
stuff,
50 to 31, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
so
we
he should
maneuver
go
around
to
the guard
12
chomp.
here.
A couple potential high rolls with poison jab there, costing us a little bit of time and a lot of HP. But you know that is what it is. We're gonna keep Thundy around as a sack for the late game here because Greninja will be his Revenger. It should be, or it'll be a Scarfer. Aloe comes in on Greninja.
Is it just
every
me or
single
did the
time.
rough skin not happen that time?
And then realistically, it's just the Zapdos in the back. Now the tricky part,
Or are they disconnecting?
is we have to kill Zapdos with Tyranitar realistically because Valiant being low, not ideal.
I'm seeing this communicating thing up here.
Yeah, that I'm fairly confident he was getting a couple rolls there with the guard.
I'm guessing Goldoa DC'd,
Unless my calc's off, I don't know. Also, the difference between Showdown and Mons is
but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand how the sub numbers work.
Do I ever plan on playing on
So
console?
Rule Edge, now this just tells me you're Shadow Sneaking.
Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see if that time comes.
This is
Right
100%
now, I
Shadow
kind of want to stick
But I
to
also don't want to just get
more like reaction content, maybe my own league content.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
stream Shadow
that kind of thing, right?
I think I have to let him though. If he tears and he like bulks up or something.
Yeah, I
like
don't know
that,
if I'd
we can finish.
necessarily stream
Just sneaks. We don't see the Terra. I'm
Scarlet
assuming
and
he
Violet.
wants to
Maybe-
stay Ghost
maybe the
because Terra
DLC,
Fairy could have
maybe.
close combat. No, so Rule Edge. Into
Yeah, if you get in Valiant late game and you can keep it in for like
Striker.
3-4 turns, it's essentially
combat's
game
gonna
over,
nuke us.
especially with the way the meta is right now.
need HP on Aloe.
Oh, Gambit. I
Coffee,
forgot about
Pink
Gambit.
Succeed,
Yeah. So it's Tusk,
with Iron Valiant
Gambit,
Revenge from this range.
Valiant.
Knock off it does,
Ting
however,
Lu,
he
top
can
4.
kill.
Gambit should be banned though, whereas Great Tusk shouldn't. I think Great Tusk is a better overall mon. I think Gambit is a little bit toxic
Only
to
doing
the
44
to the meta right now. Yeah, the Encore set is
And he's getting
insane.
HP back too. I think our option here.
Because it's like you can basically invalidate
we get
almost
with
any
Star.
mon
This is tricky.
with Encore. If it
I was
doesn't
gonna
have
use
like
like the
setup
20th
into
guy,
priority like Dragonite does, it's
Either has to
basically
kind of come
like
up clutch here.
oh well, I just
Power
wasted
Gem is a
a
good
turn.
play no matter what, unless he's Terra Fairy. If he is Terra Fairy,
Yeah,
that
Gambit
sucks.
with flying, with fairy. I've
But
seen it with
Tyranitar-
Dark, with black glasses, which is
I mean,
terrifying
Gem
as
is
well.
the option, right? That's our play every single time here.
But yeah, so the Sarah
Little
Ledge,
scary. Little scary right now. We are playing him close, but we're just on the back foot.
the Sarah Ledge should either be
Getting
SD
Zapdos
or
not,
bulk up Terra
sorry, I'm really
Fairy.
hoping this is Terrafire. Based on the fact that he
It's
saved
not
it,
going
I'm
to be
assuming it's
Terrafire. He didn't Terra in front of a
Fairy,
T-Tar into a
that's
fire
unfortunate. Power Gem's
type.
going to do 36 to
No
44%. Barring a bulk up, we're in a good position. This is good damage though, and then we can revenge with our Valiant after the fact. So CC does kill.
Okay.
We do get to see a potential item.
No life orb.
No item, so I'm assuming
Boots.
I'm assuming not Expert Belt, not anything
Maybe
like that.
boots.
Spirit Break does, yeah, Spirit Break is a guaranteed kill here, so we are going to go back into our Valiant.
So to me, it looks like Dell's trying to win
Zapdos is
with
really scary though in the back.
Aloe, which is
Spike does
interesting.
suck a little bit. Knock definitely not killing. Very
So
good Spirit Break. Shadow Sneak is not
having
going to kill us
to
from here.
Terra
22%,
early like this in front of the T-Tar means
7
that
HP.
now there's no 50-50 in front of the Valiant, right? It's always a Spirit Break
His
click.
switch-ins are probably just Zapdos.
So-
That once again, Mew is also below half, but we have to keep Valiant around. The Spike is a little concerning though.
Oh, you meant playing my League games
Spike does something. He sneaks here.
on
We're in a
console.
tricky position.
Well, I
He does
can't
withdraw.
really
We're
do
okay,
that
this is
because
ideal.
nobody
We
else
might
in
do
the
okay with
league
Zapdos, depending.
that I'm in play
Depending
on
on
console,
what its spread is,
so
we
that
have a
doesn't really
chance.
work.
Terra Fairy, you'll see.
Gonna sack the Zapdos, which is the right play
Oh,
considering
we're
that.
just outside. Special attack drop is nice.
Never mind, that didn't 2 a KO even with Pixie Plate. That's crazy.
Look, I don't
Zapdos
think
is
it's
broken.
max defense.
Yeah, but if I ever join
Is
a
it a
league
roll?
where I'm
Do I
playing
have to
on
take the roll?
console, where like the
Do I
whole league
hard call
plays
the
on
U-turn?
console, like the GBA, like the
Because if I
PPL,
get
whatever,
Gudra in,
then yeah,
this is one of those dick on the
I'll
table
play on
moments.
console.
You either
obviously.
go into your Gudra, he pivots around, he brings back in his Cerulege. I lose Gudra then. If I lose Gudra, I lose.
By the
So in this
first game,
situation, I
you
think I have to
mean
bank on him missing.
the one I played
-1.
myself? Yeah, sorry, I had a
roll,
commitment I had
Thunderbolt
to
might be a roll
keep,
too.
even
Try
though
to
I
hit
wanted to
Hurricane too.
stream the
Fuck it,
GBA
fuck it, we
watch
lost.
party.
You gotta get lucky here. You gotta get lucky.
My
You gotta get
bad.
lucky. Give me a high roll. Give me a high roll. I deserve one. I deserve one. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Low roll, miss Hurricane. Miss. Oh, -2. He roosts. Okay. He's now -2 though. I
Isn't
think
this
he's
thing
just
SD?
banking on,
Oh no, it's not.
Terra.
Shadow
Oh
Sneak
man, he's got
last.
U-turn. Shit. He's playing with a crit too.
He should be banking on Para. Actually, roosting here is the correct play.
I just don't want to give him this at max HP. It's kind of the hard part.
I love that this thing's name is Gretzky, and this is how it looks.
How do I run into this? It's got to be Gudra after the fact.
It's great.
I
It's
don't
so
know how
not
we can figure
Gretzky.
this out, but I think I need to high roll. Dang, I could have went Gudra on the roost. No, but then he'd be max HP. Tricky one. Tricky spot to be in. We're also playing. He's definitely static too, so we're playing with a para. Another special. We're good. That's 3. We do get parried though. That super sucks. Miss Hurricane. Miss. Okay, you roost again. So this is unfortunate. It's super unfortunate.
Okay, Dell's
Not trying to do
saying
anything.
miss,
He's -3.
but
If I'm him, I'm bolt switching here.
Goldoa doesn't have to do anything. He can just spam
just
roost.
break
He already got the
might
para.
have been the-
He could
well, I don't
even
have to
afford to
do
roost
that.
again, knowing that he lives 2 spirit breaks. And
Does withdraw. Banking on a full
okay,
para,
so he
I'm assuming.
chooses to switch out to get back his
Mew
special
will die to
attack.
this. Mew dies. Barring a full
Mew
para.
dies.
Oh,
Oh.
Citrus.
Ah,
Interesting.
so it doesn't die.
Okay.
Nice
Fair
play.
Mew
Goldoa's
should
playing
get
this really
one
well.
back here, 'cause we do have Shadow Sneak too, so that's okay. So I think he's.
I
think
did
he's
give Goldoa the
underestimating
matchup.
fact that I have Sneak here. Nice, we get Sneak off. Okay, Mew dies. This is okay still. So
But okay,
Cerulege,
cool. So
I don't know,
the Shadow Sneak
especially
does
because it's
save
Terra
Dell
Fairy
there.
at this point.
But I think you
Sneak's
go back
only
to
18, 22%,
Zapdos, you
I don't have damage on the
outspeed. Shadow Sneak
I think
doesn't
we lose
do
the ledge,
anything,
which is a little unfortunate. We got a chance though. Like I
and
gotta
you
get a little
just
lucky,
Hurricane.
of course, but we're still in this. I'm happy I changed Taunt to Sneak because realistically, I just wasn't clicking Taunt and Mocks. Against Owen, so I think
no,
it's
he
Sneak last
wasn't.
minute.
I don't think he was
That's
in
come up clutch
half
there, 'cause we
yet,
would have lost
right?
Valiant to Mew if it did have Psychic.
Was
He's
he already
also now in a
had?
position
Is
where he
there
has to
not a
Hurricane
hazard
for sure.
up? I thought there was a
I don't think
hazard
he will.
up.
I think he's Roost, Hurricane, Engage.
No, wait, he never got a hazard up.
Grenade
The
okay.
rocks were
We
on
have a switch
Donphan.
into
Yeah, you're
Gren
right.
every single
Yeah,
time.
no, I don't think detail
Which
procs
is our
citrus.
Alomomola. If it is U-turn, it is what it is. But I don't see a world where he Grass Knots and Iron Valiants, right? Like, Specs Gren. Grass Knot. Well, Grass Knot would have killed, so he might have Grass Knot here. Spike. Aerial Ace. Okay, that's okay. Physical Gren. Life Orb as well. So Life Orb, Physical Greninja, or it's mixed. Very high chance it could be mixed.
So it's definitely Battle Bond, because I
judging
didn't see it
based on that
changing
damage,
type.
I'm going to
Battle Bond
say,
is the correct bring once again here. For those of you that don't know, Battle Bond is nerfed.
I mean,
but I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
judge- I'm
actually...
gonna say he's timid. I think he's timid. So he's a flying type now. We
I
could Ice
wouldn't
Beam.
say much better than
What's he have
before,
back?
but it's a lot
Realistically,
more
back is
flexible,
Ledge,
which
Zap,
makes it a lot
Mew.
more applicable to draft.
Liquidation's also a play.
Being able to go +1/+1/+1,
realistically the safest
like
option.
essentially get
Don't
a
really
get a
wanna
quiver
reveal it, though.
dance when you get a
It's
kill.
game losing.
It's pretty cool.
I think I have to Mirror Coat on him clicking Grass Knot. If he U-turns, he U-turns. Spikes. Okay, good play. Good play.
This copyright music, I guess
Playing
I
my
have to
opponent's
just
behalf.
keep talking.
Should've
You
just
know?
attacked with an Ice Beam there. That's unfortunate.
It's okay, Dell will do
I think that will
the
scare him,
talking
though.
for me. Okay, so the Mirror
Into
Coat,
not attacking me. So I'm gonna Ice Beam now because we do know it's a flying type.
but it's a physical Gren, right? So like Mirror
I'm
Coat does
hoping we see
nothing.
Another.
So I think you
that's
just
like
attack here anyway.
Okay, he does withdraw. Please be Zapdos. Please give me a freeze. Be Zapdos, give me a freeze. Zapdos, freeze. Freeze. I've
This
never asked
isn't
for
going to
anything.
do anything from an
Except a lot
Aloe,
this
though.
game, but freeze. Freeze. Ah, you know, for a
Nothing.
split second I thought. Well, he saw Mirror Coat, right? Like,
He saw Mirror Coat. You should go for Liquid here on the
Thunderbolt's
Roost.
not killing me. He could Roost again.
You should go for Liquidation
got-
into Mirror Coat the next turn.
In this
That should
situation,
be your
it'd Very
play.
unfortunate.
Yeah, Dell is
I
way
think
too
we're gonna
low
save our
on
lead in, though,
resources
because
here.
U-turns.
Yeah, no. Because the Zapdos is just going to roost here.
We're really playing to get lucked out here and hopefully for Goldoa to show. Because having our down
and those spikes are doing so much work.
Okay.
Now you just get off another U-turn. Yeah, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't see Del winning here.
Not a lot even realistically.
Man, Coilers take an L week 1, unless there's something crazy that happens, but I don't think so. As long as Goldoa keeps this Zapdos healthy enough to take a Spirit Break, he's basically winning. I'm assuming his last move is an electric move.
Back into engage. And if I Draco there.
Huge.
Demon.
So this is a free low kick. I want to say that he's probably low kick.
Draco would have done 70 to 83%. That could have been a huge choke.
Yeah, see, the thing is with the
screaming low kick.
Yeah, with the spikes up, you can't
kick.
afford to keep switching like this. Is the problem. If Goldoa's smart, he switches back into Zapdos here, anticipating the Alamola or U-turns.
So.
If he has U-turn.
Spikes again. Dang,
goes for another spike, yeah.
I guess he doesn't have it then. This situation, he spiked. So, I mean, I'm just going to Ice Beam again. Good play rough.
I don't know. I don't know what I'd do in this position. I'd be too tilted.
Play rough, play rough, play rough.
It's a poor matchup, though.
He does withdraw again. Dang. If it's Zapdos again, that's, that is what it is. Soaring Wing.
What did he do? He play roughed? Yeah. Probably get staticked here.
The attack drop, thank God. And he carries us again. Dang, dude. Super unfortunate. Well, we can Mirror Coat.
So if you're Goldoa here...
Could just roost. That is a thing that he could do. I'm going to Mirror Coat.
I think you U-turn.
I don't think his Grand has low kick at this point. I know I live 1.
There's only 3 Mons on the other side, now that I'm looking at it.
Which I am, but I am AV, so I will take a hit from anything this Zapdos wants to do. Thunderbolt, we're going to eat this. No para, no para, no para, no para, no para. Mirror Coat is going to do a ton. Nice. Okay, we got to
Mild spoiler, this is the wrong Greninja set.
Okay, okay, okay. Position.
Wait, what? What do you mean it's the wrong Greninja set?
It's still kind of losing.
And how do you know?
Rune Sword, this is the Ceruledge again.
Probably talked about it in the GBA fan server, I assume. So Ceruledge, yeah, Ceruledge is pretty much free here, and it pretty much wins.
Oh my God, that's so much damage. Air Blade doesn't do anything. Close combat, I also don't think does anything to me.
Because he either Swords Dances or bulk ups here.
If he bulks up, we're in a tough spot.
Bulks up, yeah. Thank you, Del.
I live 1 hit.
Correcting my grammar.
I think the safe play is sack Gudra, because we can sneak. Gretzky can still sneak. No, we sack Gretzky, because it's got the least amount of HP. And if he Air Blades, I don't want him having a ton of HP back. Because if I live by some grace of God and we get a Shadow Sneak off, that's good chip at least. But I just don't want to give him anything. Oh, he has to. I should have attacked. Tough.
Yeah.
He's weak armor, though.
No, if you attacked, you lost anyway. Like...
Here we are
you need a... You need what? A Shadow Sneak Mega
Crit?
Crit?
Break in this situation. We're going to hope he SDs again. He Shadow Sneaks. It is going to kill us. If I Shadow Sneak, it wouldn't matter if he still speeds me.
You can SD again on the Aloe and then just Bitter Blade it, and that'll do enough.
Close combat is 46
with Aloe's HP, the problem is it's Aloe's HP that's high, not Aloe's defense. So, yeah, you lose here.
It's 198 after 2 spikes. We live, but we do not kill. So...
Oh, really? You saw Goldoa's POV?
No, I need to go.
I gotta go and check that out then.
Try to get some damage off. Obviously, it's definitely offensive Ceruledge. Close combat has a roll to kill at 132.
You don't even go for close combat here.
Close combat can kill.
You don't go. You don't close combat.
It is close.
There's nothing that kills you. You've seen almost the entire set. You just SD again. Bitter Blade is good enough as well.
Back, of course. There's a lot of HP too because it's Aloe. Unfortunate. We get the liquidation off.
Yeah, the liquid's gonna do nothing.
Yeah, he gets that.
It bounces
defense
off.
is gonna drop. Or is he weak armor? He's not weak armor. Dang, so he's not weak armor. Wow. Okay, I could have played around.
Yeah, you would be Flash Fire here.
We're gonna lose 2-0. It's not the way we want to start the season, especially at home. Home games are very important, and we didn't come up with a W here. He does crit. A couple, I think, high rolls on the Garchomp cost us.
Yeah, like I said, the Ceruledge looks so threatening at team preview.
Max rolls both times unless it's Adamachomp. We don't know until
Ceruledge is crazy, man.
I think I positioned all right.
It's so good with Terra. Even just the 2 Terra types that it's allowed to, like,
we prepped a lot for
it's so broken.
Very well into me.
This has to be one of the most underrated
tip your hat to Goldoa. It's GG's.
draft
Played very well.
mons.
I can't take anything away from him. And yeah, that's going to be it.
So that's
Sorry guys, we come up with a W this week, but we will be back next week with more GBA action.
Don't worry. I forgive you.
DDubble, but you can just call me Del, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
I know you'll...
Happy Sunday.
I know you won't disappoint me next week. I believe in you. Yeah, let's see Goldoa's POV when he sees the Greninja team preview.
Obviously, I see the Donphan lead. Worst, I'm going to Hurricane. Oh no, I clicked. Ah, damn it. To be healthy for the Iron Valiant until that gets revealed, whereas Zapdos has Roost and can recover HP. So I'm going to go with the Zapdos lead. At worst, I'm going to Hurricane. Oh no, I clicked. Ah, damn it.
It was when he first
so I can just keep attacking, and I think that's what I should do. Like,
When
I could
does
go
the Gren
Zapdos,
first
but I don't
come
think that's
out?
worth
Do you have
it.
a
We're just gonna Poison Jab
timestamp?
again. I could Swords Dance, but again, I don't think it's a Tyranitar.
I'll
So we're
find
terrified.
it.
Didn't get it here. Spirit Break.
Okay, the Gren
Weird
already came
code.
out at
Nope.
this point.
Where did this set even come from?
Wait,
I don't even know what.
What happened? What is this? What is Smokescreen Shadow Sneak Spikes? That's like all of the S moves in a row and then the first move on the... That's what happened. That's what happened in the builder. That's amazing. Oh, it's at the 19-minute mark that he realizes? Let me see.
I don't know. Cerebi. I kills. So yeah, Greninja. What happened here? And if Alamomola
Okay,
is the
wait.
what? What happened to this Greninja set?
Dude, what that's literally like you go on Showdown, right? And it just like you accidentally like click 3 moves in or you click, right? The first move available. And that's what happens. Like you typed the letter S and then you just clicked the first 3 moves available and it was these 3, essentially. That's what it looks like. And then Aerial Ace was like at the top of the list alphabetically. That's that's so fun. Yeah, it is a nice layout. I do like his layout for sure. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Cool with the HP bars and where they're at. Yeah, that's quite nice. I do like that. It's nice to keep track of that. Keep track of your opponent's mons. Like right now, if you like mix Frosteds and Goldoas, you'd have like the ideal setup, essentially. But yeah, that's really funny that the Greninja ended up being this set. I don't know if he intended to have spikes, but the spikes helped him a lot. Aerial Ace did absolutely nothing. Shadow Sneak wasn't a terrible bring into this matchup, honestly, because as much priority as you can get is pretty good into Dell's team, because nothing really has recovery outside of Aloe's Wish. But then just Smokescreen. So funny. All right, well, yeah, that was something. All right, moving on. We have George. George is our next game. So, what did we say about this matchup? So George's fire types, Chi-Yu and Volcarona, man. Yeah, George's fire types looked very good here. Aleki's not completely free because of Palmot and Iron Treads. Like, if you can weaken these, then great. Palmot's going to take a lot from Life Orb Terra Blast, but it's rough, especially with Treads there. Like, what do you do to Treads, right? But Treads loses to, like, the rest of the team, to be fair. So, not terrible. Choice Scarf, Life Orb, Lum. Lum's good. There's a cloth. Everybody see the cloth? There is a cloth. I repeat, there's a cloth. Yeah, it's George, two-time champion, as per his title on the video. He does his video's titled "2-time GBA champ returns to competitive Pokemon Draft League." That's clickbait if I've ever seen it. Leftovers on both Rotom and the Garg, and then boots on the Volk, obviously. Your only hazard control is Rapid Spin, and I don't think you run Rapid Spin on Life Orb. You could. You probably do, actually, yeah, because of the Chi-Yu. But, yeah, not bad. I think it's the Gyara. No, it's not the Gyara. It's just the Volk that's Terra. I think it's Terra Water, I want to say. Let me go and check real quick for y'all. Let me find it. Hold on. Let me copy this and bring it over here. Well, that's not going to help you guys see the screen anymore. Yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to do this like this. That's fine. So this is the third matchup, right? GBA 3. Oh, this isn't going to tell me anything. Wow, all right. I'm sweating over here. Where's the GBA Season 10 doc? Okay, I'm going to go and check it out. Let's see what the Terras are real quick. So team overview. That's not going to tell me. Okay, where's San Francisco? Yeah, fire and water. So that's correct. And then Lars's are the Volcanion and the Salamence. The Salamence is flying and steel. The Volcanion is water and grass. So let's go back to the game. All right. The Salamence didn't come. So the Volcanion's water or grass. Oh. He's going to spam Spec Steam Eruption. And there's nothing that George can do about it. Could be Scarfed as well. But yeah, that's completely free.
Your San Francisco
This is
Arcaniners here
gonna
to
be
bring
rough.
you GBA Season 10, Week 1 against none other than Lars, the Borussia Donphan. If you have
George
been a viewer
is
of this
on
channel
cam
for
as well. I don't
about
know
a decade
if,
now,
any
then
of
you would have known
know
that,
what George looks like.
Lars and me have
That's
played
the man
numerous
right
times in
here.
the past. We've always had kind of a back and forth a record between the two, and he's continued playing since I decided to hang up my boot. So this is the first time that we're battling since, and I'm excited it's week 1. I wish I had a little more time to get into the gears, but in the GBA you don't really
He
have time
chose
for that.
Salamence.
So right here he did decide to bring the cloth, which I'm very surprised
Yeah,
about.
so-
We did joke about it before.
About Smokescreen on the Greninja, yes, it is banned. Like, you can't use evasion, but he never clicked it. So it's a misgen, and we're going to keep it to that. Plus, like, yeah. I don't think he's going to get punished for it.
That's everything else I actually completely predicted in my Pokemon Showdown stream that I made.
George was a
only
little
Pokemon
loud
I had
there,
that
so
he
I
did
turned him
is
down.
going to be- he's now bringing
Let me know
mix,
if you guys can
mix,
still hear him. But
which is actually very interesting.
so we're
I'm
going to
lead
jump
off with
right
my
into the
Rotom
game.
right here. That was my
So
plan.
let's see
That's
how
what I
this
talked to
goes.
Hayden about. The Rotom lead in pretty much in every single test battle for me has
Ooh,
been
talk to
best
Haydunn
case
about, huh?
scenario. Ideally, if I could
All
lead
right.
off with my Garganacle, however you pronounce it, I would like to get him rocks. But if he leads Volcanion, then we're in a pretty bad position. Somebody has to take a Steam Eruption, and my team just doesn't take Steam Eruption very well. But we're
So
gonna
this
start
is
off immediately. I'm
specs.
gonna T-wave this thing right off the bat. He's gonna withdraw.
Switch out.
I just need to switch this.
Defibrillato
And he goes
eats the
Palmas,
Thunder
and
Wave
he
because it's
immediately
an
starts
electric
into
type, but
this.
it's probably also Volt
Have a
Absorb,
take me out.
I would assume, because of the Regieleki. You'd want to have 2 checks to
So the
that.
only options
If
for
it ends
this
up being
series,
Iron Fist, that's
realistically
crazy.
speaking, is let me see my
Well, let's
set
see.
quick. Ammo, custom set.
Hmm.
Here's my Rotom. I am more on the specially offensive side, but I'm just gonna burn it. I'm gonna go for Willow. Willow for
I'm
me
just
is
gonna do
really.
this real quick.
I'm gonna
Sorry
really
about this,
start switching
guys.
my Garganacle here.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna hard
Okay,
switch
so
here.
switching into
The reason
Garganacle
I'm
on the
hard switching is
fighting
just because
type.
I didn't want to take any damage on the Rotom. It's really important for his Iron
Interesting.
Fence that Rotom is pretty healthy. And he is actually going to go for a Volt Switch here. So he did do that. Now he is going to go into Volcanion 100%. 100% Volcanion here, right, man? Let me see it. Let me see myself on the back foot already early on in turn 3 as he's getting early momentum on me. C tier. Who's C tier?
That's
there we
definitely
go,
the
yep.
Volcanion.
and
That
he is
looks
definitely just
so
gonna fix
good,
this
by the way.
So
On Switch, like on
Immediately.
Scarlet and Violet, the
he was
Volcanion looks like,
Garganacle.
I don't know, it looks like it's made of metal.
Garganacle,
Really
set,
shiny
he has
metal.
This one.
Like, look at that.
He has the
Oof.
Switch.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm new to this. If you didn't know, see what we got.
Yeah, Battle of the Most
Switch.
Historic
Yeah, that's
GBA
fair.
teams.
18
Yeah,
points
these are the vets right here.
So
This is
I'm
George and
definitely-
Lars.
I'm not staying in for this. I'm definitely going to go into my Technical Dog right here. Technical Dog is a Gyarados with a decent amount of HP investment. Max attack, Adamant Nature, some speed, so that at +1 I can outspeed. It's not Pomo, but it's so that I can outspeed something. I think basically.
Enamorous,
We
probably.
do also have the Lumberry, so we can properly take this if we get burned right here, which we do not. And now right here, looking at his team right now,
That doesn't look
I'm really
specs.
thinking that I just want to set up a DD. I just want to go for a little bit of a push right here. And the reason why I'm thinking that is he really doesn't have too much to take me on beyond this. And I am going to DD. He is going to withdraw. He's probably going to go into Cress. MDC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
Cress.
Now here, I do have his Cress here. Depending on the set, okay, we are.
Yeah,
we are max
Volcanion
attacking
definitely got a
around,
coat
so
of
that isn't-
of
There we go.
lacquer.
We are +1. Crunch is going to do a hell of a lot of damage. We're going for it. Smart man with the Over?
Colmer. George's cam is in the way of the
That
HP bar.
investment right there. I did just realize.
I
that my-
wouldn't know because I can't see the HP bar,
1
George.
second there, guys. That I'm not even saying.
Thank you. Thank you for moving that. Yeah,
so
come
right
over
there,
to my
that's actually fine.
side.
I don't particularly mind if this thing ends up going down.
All right.
He did decide to do that.
I'm glad he
I am
noticed.
actually just probably gonna go for the.
I would
crunch
weaken the
again.
crest, yeah. Just crunch again. You're going to do 60. It's going to be at
Probably
like
gonna stay in. Yep. So he did prep for me to
13.
have crunch,
Okay, a little bit less
a
than
little bit
60.
unfortunate, and he's gonna go for the ice beam and he's gonna count there. But that's not.
So he's Bolt Beam.
So crunch did do about 50. I'm sorry that the webcam was blocking, by the way, guys. Now the
So
webcam's
now the
blocking.
Volcanion's like free is the problem.
But here we go. So he definitely has the.
Bug Buzz is good. The Volk can't do anything to the to the Volk. The Volk can't do anything to the Volk.
I could just go into Captain here, which is Choice Scarf. And
It's
go for the
it's pretty
Dark
bad.
However,
Yeah.
That does mean an Amorous. Pretty simply.
I'm assuming he's Terra Grass just
I
so that
wanna
he can
see
hit the
what
Volk. I didn't
switch
get a
in is
chance to
going
see
be
that. Let
Slick
me see.
here. And I believe my Slick will pretty.
Hold on. He hovered over
does mean
it
an
for a
Amorous will come
second.
after that. Pretty simply.
Terra Water, okay.
I want to see what the switch.
I mean, if he
is
gets enough damage off on the
here.
Volcanion and it
I
is
believe my
choice,
Slick
it's
will
like,
pretty
okay, 2
handle
Bug Buzzes will probably take it
him
out.
He
but
is out. 24
I don't know.
Ah.
It's going to be rough now. I don't think George wins this one. Zip Tie. Nice name. Bochi Zaroku. Is he considering doubling? What is he doing?
Actually, probably shouldn't have made that play. Now that I think about it, it's probably really.
Don't you
stupid
just shed a ball?
play. Out of practice, guys? Out of practice, but still doing the best that we can. I think I'm definitely gonna have to double out. Play a little bit aggressively, see what he wants to go for.
You
I'm gonna double
can't
out.
really afford to
I wanna see what he
double
does
out.
here. I want to see if he does go into his Iron Treads.
He should go to Palmot initially, not Shreds.
See if he does decide to sack it. Did switch. What do we got? What do we got going on?
Okay, is it Palmot?
There we go. Always
No.
so satisfying when you hit the double switch.
Good
and now
double,
just-
but I don't know
already
how
what
far
the
it gets you because he can just sack
it
the
would be shocking
Crest
if he
if
brought
he
the
really
Shark.
wants to.
against my Chiyu, but we are always going to double check to make sure.
Actually, it's yeah, it's those. Yeah, it's comma and dot. Yeah, for a frame.
So we're just gonna sit here, and I am.
Yeah, I was just spamming space, but I didn't know how far I was from the frame, so I was trying to get in close to it, and I landed on it, so I didn't have to go frame by frame. But I do know that you can go frame by frame. Thanks, though.
Okay, he sacked off his crest. So
Yeah. So this is what I said would happen was the crest was just gonna get sacked, but
I think he definitely thought if I went for an actual attack there instead of predicting, like if I went for a fire type move instead of predicting the Dark Pulse, that he would switch. He would have probably he's probably gonna go into Pommo now or Volcanion. That would be my play. But my plays don't always seem like the best plays anymore, so we're not even going to about this. What does Cloth do? What does Cloth do?
Cloth.
Answer me that, guys. Answer me
Cloth
that.
dances. That's what Cloth
Cloth
does.
comes out right now. Cloth wants to see these.
Cloth
hits. Why does
Cloth
Cloth
smashes.
right now?
Is what it truly does.
I don't even have a Cloth system.
Who?
Where we get Dark Pulse is 92 to 109 if he's max HP with no special defense. But he does completely OHKO me on the switch end, so it would make sense for him to want to go for high horsepower here. High horsepower or even Stone Edge, anything else really. I do want to see how much that would do to my Garganacle. Not much. Not much. So I think this is the time when I'm going to play it a little bit safer now. I've been a little bit aggressive to try to get some momentum back.
Gargon Cloth,
Definitely going
okay.
back to the old ways of
Does
playing,
get
but
Crab
extremely
Hammer.
rusty. So we're going to save the fish because we need fish. And he's going to go for knockoff right
I
there, which is
assume the
hyper close. I'm
Cloth
not
is
really too concerned
actually
about that.
Assault
And he's
Vest
gonna go
regen.
for-
That makes the most sense in my mind into a Chiyu team. Because you could come in on the
72
fire
versus
move
75 damage, 72 with high horsepower.
very easily. The dark move, not
76.
so
I
much,
can
but
live
you
two
have
no matter
like
what,
decent
no
dark
matter what I live to.
resists
So we're going to get a Roxer.
on the team. Between an Amorous and Palmot.
Good. It's probably going to go into Iron Treads now. Yep, Droid Fan. Droid Fan.
I'm going to guess that this
So, Iron
is
Treads
Cloak.
right here.
So the rocks go up, but this thing does get spin,
We are
obviously.
going to hard switch into Slick. Play. I'm starting to feel the momentum starting to gain now, but watch him go for a knockoff.
Yeah,
get a critical
take
hit.
notes on how Cloth moves.
Pretty
It'll
obvious
help you on the
switch. It's
dance
immune
floor,
to-
for sure.
Yeah, there we go. Bound to happen eventually that he will not set up his rocks too. I should have gone for Salt here or an EQ, but that's okay. Willow's my play here, just because
Yep.
Willow, he saw T-Wave.
For sure.
Gold switch. Okay, what's he going to go for now?
So what comes in on Willow?
Palmo again? Saw T-Wave last time, he may be expecting a Shadow
You wouldn't
Ball.
go Palmot.
I would
No.
love if I could burn that Palmo. Palmot,
Maybe
Palmo.
an
Who
Amorous?
knows? Who knows?
And then just fire off a Moonblast and die? Like,
see.
What's coming in?
Man, we're getting a burn on Mrs. Man.
So it is
We'll
an
see how much
Amorous.
that matters. Rocks hurt. Good. Will-O-Wisp, nice.
Some
Now he knows that
boots.
we are both
It might be
Wave and Willow.
just specs and straight up kill.
Leftovers. Okay.
It's leftovers. Okay.
So we know for a fact that this thing is now leftovers.
He knows the ear leftovers as well.
Okay. So what
Moonblast
physical-
is gonna
realistically,
hurt.
I don't know if I really want to switch anything. And I think Volt Switch is my safest play now. We'll see what he goes for. There's a Moonblast. Okay. Okay. We should be able to live. We do. We do.
Okay, you do tank that.
Oh, it's so close. Ah. I didn't even calc it. I didn't even know if that would even had a chance to kill. Hold.
Does that
Goes first,
matter
goes
that
first.
it lived? It could if it's healing wish, I guess. Other than that, like, doesn't Aleki just come in here and spin?
Oh, it's very important to us. Ah.
You could go Aleki. You could try to
Yeah,
set up
okay.
with the
Doesn't matter.
Volk,
That's gonna be Zip Tie then.
but Volcanion's still too healthy. So you
Zip Tie
kind of
can-
have to go into Aleki and just go for the rapid spin, I think.
Oh.
That's what I do if I'm George.
TU outspeeds. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. TU outspeeds.
Chiyu outspeeds, but you took more damage from that. I think the play is always Aleki there. You saw it had no spin?
Now, you are correct. I could have gone into Regieleki. The only difference here is that if I went into Regieleki, all right, and I either killed this thing and he went into Iron Treads, puts me in a spot with my Rotom, where my Rotom has to switch in. Now, this is still the case, but there's one difference here, is that I have a fish on the field now. And if my fishy, defibrillator, what is fishy? That is this thing.
Yeah, except your fishy is locked
definitely
into a
keeping this thing
dark
alive.
move, and now
yeah,
you have
survival
no
blessing, right?
switch-ins.
Isn't that a thing? Revival Blessing's a thing, right? Do I need to be worried about that? Nah, we're fine. Who needs Revival Blessing? Nah, we're fine. I outspeed the Palm.
No
max speed
spin.
with this
Has
thing,
he
so I can
speed
start Fire Blast
instead?
with him. His Volcanion.
I mean,
he's
E-speed's
worried
a good
to
bring,
hit,
but,
so
like,
quick
you should
Fire
bring the
Blast.
3 normal moves, right?
Shooting
Terra
Blast,
Blast,
Mock
E-speed,
Blast,
and,
Double Shock. He was going for the kill.
and Rapid Spin.
Oh my god. He was going for the kill there. Use up your electricity though, buddy. Just gonna recover that off. Just gonna,
How are you going to recover that
can I have
off?
him that can kill me here?
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, Volt Switch doesn't kill me. He can't use.
If it's not choice locked, it just kills the Garganical and doesn't care. So I'm assuming that that's choice locked.
Okay. A lot of times I could have clicked Earthquake, but I do want to make sure that this thing is healthy. Healthy enough at least.
Healthy for what? Yeah, George is in a pickle. He's like, what do you do now?
Garg is more important.
Volk just claims.
The thing with Volk right now. Problem is I really need.
Yeah,
Volcanion
Volcanion is
Lars,
boots, yeah. You're right.
And I think because of Slick being as low as it is,
Yeah, but I mean, Lars doesn't even need a choice item here. He's
Let's
kind of
have a
just,
here.
like,
I don't have any way to heal it. It pivoted around. And what it could also do
kind of
is
just
then
spams Steam
it could
Eruption and
force
does
Lars
not
into going for a
care.
Rapid Spin on a turn where I could potentially try to set up. So, or I can try to get a safer switch in because now Rapid Spin is more of an option. There's a Steam Eruption. He's going to take out my Rotom. That's fine.
You have to go fish, right? I don't know if I agree with this.
We're going to hit him with the quiver.
What do you like, hard
He's gonna
wall
have to use
this or
it, so
something?
He's not going to Rapid Spin. That's another reason why. He's
But
also-
isn't this his Terramon as well?
now?
Can't it Terra Blast grass or something? Into the Terra water?
Now the thing with my
What if he's
my Volcarona
Terra
is
Blast
probably-
grass physical?
The thing with my Volcarona is I have quite a bit of.
Okay, so you didn't Terra.
See what he goes for. Is it Haze? Does he have Haze? Steam Eruption. He's going for the burn. Literally fine. I don't even mind if I get burned on this mod. The only question now is, does he have...
You might in a second. Because this is the Terra option.
Go to plus 258. Pomo may actually... Hear me out. Pomo may be choice scarfed.
I think it is
Um,
choice scarfed.
He's choice scarfed. I hit 258 speed, 172. Oh, I can just do plus one. Pokemon Showdown got so advanced. 258. Oh, we're speed tied! Oh, George, what have you done? Okay, it's whatever. We're gonna Quiver Dance again. If he's choice scarfed Pomo, we'll see. See what happens there. Does he have the haze? Wild charge. Okay. That's fine. That's not
That wild
something I'm
charge
really
did
super
not do as
concerned
much
by.
as I thought it was going to
Still,
do.
I'm so defensively bulky. And now we just go for Morning Suns. He's just going to wear himself out.
Unless he crits a wild charge, I
Oh,
think
I didn't
George
even think
actually
about
comes
Choice
out
Scarf
on
Combo.
top here.
And there's a haze. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
So he is really set up to
What
kind of
a
that's fine.
bring. Lars is so good, man.
So, but he has, the thing is, he has no recovery on this thing. He doesn't even have leftovers. So, I'm just going to slowly chip away for a little bit at this. Crit. Ooh, sorry, Lars. Fine, still. Chip away slowly, my friend. Chip away slowly.
I'm surprised that this thing hasn't terra'd. I guess he wanted this specific typing for the Volcarona.
He knows what I'm going to go for.
Kind of
He's gonna
makes
go to Pomo.
sense.
Yep.
I like how
It's
George
very
keeps
safe
calling it
full switch
Pomo
here.
as well,
And
even though it's clearly not a Pomo. Pomot. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. All right.
safe full switch. So, I mean,
I'm not judging
Sky into
people's
Dumbo.
pronunciation too hard.
No, I think Lars has got me beat here, honestly. We gotta try to find a fun way out of this, guys. Gotta try to find a fun way out of this. Wild Charge was a good thing to bring for him. I mean, Memento into this is probably still my win con. I think right now... Probably wasn't my best play. I think going into Regieleki probably would have been better there. But here comes Volt Switch, that's fine. Or he's going to go for Double Shock just to go for the kill.
Volt Switch is the right play. Yep. Lars is playing this perfectly. No, I have not tested that yet. I have not.
So there's really two win cons here.
But I will.
The thing with this Mon,
And I will let you know.
Iron Treads. Oh my God, I have to put this every single time, man. Or Garganackle. There's no way he can kill me unless he's max attack, which is kind of wild. So
Yeah, so I think Lars has this.
I want to see how much he does. That's fine. It's not a big deal for me. And then, you know, a lot of the turns I've done here, I've been a little too passive, I think. And you live and you learn when you jump back into it. I think the biggest thing now is, do I just go for an Earthquake or Assault Cure? And I really think right now,
Earthquake's the better play
Assault Cure
here.
is nice because it actually does passive damage and I can recover again. But
it might be
just want to
Cloak.
get some damage off on this thing. I think overall, the passive recovery won't do too much to me. He can 2-hit KO me with Earthquake, so he has attack investment.
He's attack investment, but he's also bulky enough to live 2 of your EQs. You have no switch-ins. Nothing comes in. This thing clicks Earthquake for free.
I think I know how to win. Okay. It's
Really?
gonna take a little bit.
Do you?
It depends on the Pomo. Captain's gonna have to come through with some Fire Blast hits, and Ziptie's gonna have to clean it up. It's really that simple. I think Guard goes down here. That's fine. Everything's gonna be pretty hyper offense now, which is what we love. We love a little hyper offense in our lives, boys and girls, of course. But we'll see. So Earthquake's gonna take us out. So he had enough attack investment to do a KO and max defensive Garganackle. That's.
I like George's commentary now. He's changed quite a lot.
Thing is, Captain's gonna come out here now, and I want Lars to understand something very quickly about this little fish. Okay, this little fish is my best friend, and this little fish knows a move called Fire
That's cool,
Blast.
man.
And
I'm glad he's your best friend.
now, technically, I could go for Dark Pulse. And it may be a better play because, let's now think about this. Iron Treads, I still think he's max HP. He could be max HP, a little bit of attack, and then some Spadef or something like that. Max Special Defense. Max Spadef. Does 47 to 56%. That's like 56% there. Or I just click Fire Blast.
Or Flame? I'm not sure why he's so hyper-focused on Fire Blast.
Pause the video. This is George from the future here. While doing quick little edits, I just wanted to add this in that, yes, he went for Rapid Spin beforehand. I realize that now, but you are going to hear about 2 minutes of me trying to figure out how he outsped my Chi Yu. I understand it.
Yes.
Looking back,
yes, it did. It did indeed rapid spin and increase its speed.
So I hope you guys enjoy me being an absolute idiot. We're gonna speak. Choice George. That was a silly play on my part. He's Choice Scarf.
No, he's not.
We got played by Lars here, guys. This man is fully scarfed. And I think that's the game then. Because I didn't realize he was Choice Scarf. So we are gonna.
So I want to see at what
Here's
point.
we're gonna do now.
Like,
We're gonna try to take him out. He's probably max attack. We're gonna look at our Volk.
it doesn't matter if he
So
was scarfed or
Earthquake's
not
only 40 to
scarfed,
48%.
actually.
After that, we will still die. So I am gonna let him go for the. Wait, what is happening here?
I figured he was going to switch up moves.
Something's wrong with my Chi-Yu, man. Something's wrong with my Chi-Yu.
Nothing's wrong with your
What am I
Chi-Yu.
missing?
It's okay. George is just getting back into Pokemon competitive
missing?
draft league, so he didn't realize that the rapid
I have
spin
so many
came
questions.
out.
My Chi-Yu was meant to outspeed a non-scarfed. And I double-checked this as well. What happened? Chi-Yu, what's wrong with you, buddy? What's wrong with you? Did I have an error in my spread? I'm gonna call that the game here.
Yeah. So unfortunate. I don't think George had a way out of it regardless, even if he remembered the rapid spin. Because, like, what do you do from there, right?
Fine. It's probably going to kill.
Yeah, Lars' team is just a little too good for this. This is what I don't like George's draft, personally. I'm not a fan of it. The double fires, he's going to have to do something about this because it's a lot of his offense is a little too similar. A lot of his strong offense focuses on the special side as well. Garganical without Terra is like, it's so mid. So
My answer is no, honestly. In all honesty, I think Volcarona is great, but when it comes to defeating a Claw and Iron,
George and the fish, yeah, I'm waiting for that too.
Going to be going for hazes, and it's going to be going for wild. I don't think he's still
yeah, well, I mean, look, Lars,
very easily.
That's easy to forget though, because like when you actually don't see it like you do on Showdown, it's very easy to forget that you don't have the typing anymore.
Fly me away, Volcarona.
So, C tier. You should quiver. Because if you quiver into Bug Buzz crit, you can win. Because the Wild Charge has to deal recoil. So you should increase your speed. Now the Palmot is definitely scarfed, so you need 2 quivers up, which is impossible so long as Haze is on the table.
Ending up with +1 is the necessity. Minus special defense. No. Okay.
You'll never end up at +1.
I want you all to know.
And the worst part is the Volcanion's eventually going to kill itself now. So you don't even get to like Morning Sun up to full. Oh yeah, the Palmot is dead.
Terra-type water doesn't help as well.
But I think
Morning Sun. We're not done yet. We refuse to go down without a fight here.
Wait a minute.
We still got
the Palmot
fire
died.
We can use that to get our special attack boost.
Hold on.
The most important thing is going to be... keeping some sort of HP investment. Wild Charge is going to come out again. It's going to be doing a lot of damage to us.
But the Treads is still alive, right? So the Treads just comes in here, Earthquakes twice, because Wild Charge does too much.
Going for an attack here. So I'm gonna heal
Volk definitely dies to EQ, and then Aleki dies. Yeah, that's how this is going to end. Rough. Let's just skim through, see what happens.
Okay. Iron Treads, I think so.
Wait, what? What happened?
Just so we can maybe go in for
oh, he fiery danced? It's not going to make a difference, though. The Treads comes out, Earthquakes.
Even without attacking. So that's...
yeah, Earthquake definitely kills here.
I'll try. Try to heal. Miss. Doesn't miss. KOs. He gets the win. So Lars, and
yeah,
a little bit of a wake-up call to win them all.
Wait,
after so long of a break, I think it is definitely...
Oh, Aleki boomed.
A little bit of a wake-up call to see where
I missed a few turns as I was looking around and talking.
All of you did in fact enjoy
but
this video,
yeah,
and enjoy the return of the San Francisco Arcaniners.
so yeah, Lars wins. So far, I actually want to see Lars's reaction to that. Did he post com or live com?
See,
he did live com. You were right, yeah. Everybody live com. So what happened with the Palma?
I was the fast because I had a rabbit spin boost, which I forgot now. Do I try at some point to do that? But I left spot and because of that, even if he doubles repeatedly, does he have anything for me? Double shock should still be a good amount. Boom. Yeah, that's
whoa. That has to be banded, right?
Does even shock do?
It might not have even been scarfed.
Mistake on my part.
Well, let me see.
Oh no, I can't use it anymore.
Oh no.
Oh, mistake on my part.
That's such a Lars reaction. Okay. So yeah, Lars takes that one. Big win. Very nice. Moving on. Is JV home? I guess JV is home against the Pults. So yeah, JV's team, one of my favorite teams in the league right now. Yeah, it might be the first time I've seen Lars live comm ever as well. But yeah, JV, the Atlantic Victinis with this really nice team with just like a bunch of really good Mons and a Komala and a Glimmet. Everything else is just like really solid. Like the Komala is just there as a normal type and a spinner. Everything else is so good. That's not a Magneton. It's Sandy Shocks for anyone wondering.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay, and welcome to the GBA. And what other way to welcome y'all than with a team builder before the battle? So before I get into it, I'm just here to be a nuisance and glue. We have U-turn with and then Bleak Windstorm. We have Heatwave for Scizor as well, just to hit it. Bleak Windstorm hits literally everything else. And Heatwave also nice for the Rotom. So we also have Taunt just to stop any potential rocks or
this is a very basic set, really nothing crazy
here.
So Choice Band is what he went with. This is a little loud, I assume, as well. So what it means to have a home game is basically you get an extra point if you win home games. So half your games in the season are home games and the other half are away games. So kind of like sports. But if you win home games, you get an extra point. And the way that the rankings for playoffs work is that whoever has the most points is in first place. It's not by wins-loss anymore. If you get a normal win, you get 3 points. If you get or 2 points. If you get a big win, which is having more than 3 Mons alive at the end of the game, you get 3 points that week. And there's other ways to accumulate points. So there's other little gimmicks that you can do throughout the game and throughout the season to accumulate more points to end up in a better spot to make playoffs. So that's essentially it. But yeah, so Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Ice Spinner. I like that he put his opponent's team on here. I don't like that it's at the bottom over here under the playhead, unfortunately, while I have it paused. This does look good, though. Like, Rocky Helmet could be a little bit annoying. Like Rocky Helmet Serena, but you can always U-turn on that. You can Ice Spinner into it. Close Combat will do it KO. Yeah, it's probably fine.
More than enough to hit because if you look at
there's also a Tauros.
Surging Strikes and Close Combat, the whole team does not appreciate getting touched by either of those moves. So, of course, we also have access to U-turn just in case.
Yeah, exactly. I like that they decided to do something a little bit different this season and not just like go in with the same formula, right?
There's literally no switch-ins. Of course,
so yeah, JV, the Gardevoir is Trace with Choice Scarf, Modest.
Nature here. Of course, if Q is running any more speed, we won't be able to catch him. But I'm hoping that this
Psychic Moonblast, Mystical Fire.
So nice with Gardevoir's massive attack stat. And then
yeah, and Shriek. Yeah, it's good.
And then if you look at their
just
team,
solid.
We have the area is for if we do Terra. It's nice
now the Skeleturge has interesting investments.
On our guy here. I want a Skeleturge this week to be
Shadow Ball, Torch Song, Slack Off, Roar.
Modest Nature try a little bit more harder.
I'm assuming you brought the Shocks.
Their physical attackers. Dragapult does not appreciate him if he does choose to run a
Mirror Armor with Rocky Helmet.
Hippo doesn't appreciate it. Iron Hands is the
but
only
it's not
Spadef. And then they have Serena, which doesn't appreciate it. Ursaring doesn't appreciate it, and Tauros maybe can handle it depending on the
interesting.
Set. But we have Bulk Up, Brave Bird, U-turn, and Roost U-turn for.
So what are you trying to Mirror Armor exactly?
And then Bulk Up, of course, so we can set up
the Tauros, I guess.
Attackers are in there if we need to, and we have Roost to stay healthy, and then Brave Bird to hit because if you look at the team, Brave Bird.
I kind of get it, but at the same time, like if you're going to be Mirror Armor anyway, you might as well run a little bit of Spadef for the Dragapult for Shadow Balls, right? Because it can't drop you.
Big old defensive wall that hopefully gives you a really
I don't know.
Time.
Weird.
And last but not least, we have our
and you're already Bulk Up. Yeah, there's the Shocks. No hazards on the Shocks, and he's running Roar on the Skeleturge. That's so strange.
It can also help with Iron Moth. It can also help with Enamorous.
He has no hazards on the team as a whole.
I mean, granted, we do stop the Voltage shenanigans because he has to think about it. It's a 50-50 every time.
So Assault Vest is not bad.
So that's a little bit annoying because the 50-50s, I hate him. But we do have enough
also can't really touch the Pult outside of Earth Power.
I think it's either 3 or 4 hit KO, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a
while. I don't know. I don't love the Shocks here. I think it would have been better with hazards on it.
Which is great. And also, I believe, could potentially Oko a non-thick Enamorous, if I'm
not
mistaken, but I can't remember. But this attack is mostly 4 Pulse, so that we could 2-shot with Earth Power, so that way if Pult does hit us hard, we can hit hard back. And then it's
no, the Tauros is not all 3. It's just the water variant from what I can see. You can see the little water gems under its neck over there.
Emphasize an odd number HP to take less damage from rocks and whatnot and help rolls, yada yada yada. But that is going to be the whole team. Without further ado, let's get into the battle. What's YouTube, your boy Jay? We are here with week 1 of the GBA, going against none other than my homie, my brother, my triple tech companion, QtheCostaRican. So, he's coach of the Chicago Dragapults. This is
I like the coaches this season, actually. Like, I didn't know almost any of them before the season started, like just the guys who had been here before, obviously. But they're all really cool and like, they're energetic, they're really chill.
He didn't bring anything with rocks, which is awesome because we didn't bring boots on our, whatchamacallit, on our
Sorry, I thought something was like moving behind me.
Torn isn't a terrible lead, as long as he doesn't lead like Rotom. The Rotom does look a little bit scary, but we do have Scarf I mean, if it's Scarf Rotom, then obviously like.
Okay. Something's making a lot of noise behind me, is what it is. All right, so
I can just lead Torn.
I think GV loses.
Down, make note of it. Shameless plug. Got a shameless fridge. Darn it. Darn it. I literally have a habit of like calling the lead and then not like not adjusting to it. He can go for free ice move here. Honestly, don't know how much that would do. Blizzard looks like.
I think JV loses this game because of the mons that he brought, not so much because of the matchup. I think that the I think the Sandy Shock should have had hazards on it, especially if you're going to run Roar on the Skeledirge. Bringing in Skeledirge hard. Yeah, I guess you covered the Blizzard.
For Blizzard, nice. We're gonna be able to eat that, no problemo. Nice. I think what I want
that did over 100 damage.
They are choiced, then we'll pick up that information here because they should just Volt Switch, if anything.
Which means it did over 25%, which is weird.
I mean, we're gonna write down Iron Moth first. Iron Moth.
I guess it is a pretty strong move, right?
Frost. We're gonna withdraw here the Probably Scarf. If I had to bet. What are they going to here? Suffering is going to be Ursa Ring. Okay, makes sense. We're gonna sack off here. Now we can do. There's no Corv.
Yeah, same. That's about the same coaches that I knew too.
Tauros, he didn't bring Mesper either, which is all good, all good, all good. We see Ursa Ring, and then I'm still making note of this man's team. I'm still making note of this man's Namor's T. And then I forget what the last one is. Ooh, doubles.
I think GeneralTarheel as well was a coach in the GBA in a previous season at some point, but I don't remember him. Maybe it was too early for me.
But we know this thing is probably choice.
Because I think I got in like season 3 of the GBA.
Like, I could go into phase, but Blizzard is just like so easily clickable because ice moves are just one of those things that are problematic. Excuse me. So we'll see what this thing wants to do here. I'm gonna go for another Blizzard. Not gonna connect, which is great. Now we're just gonna go ahead and go for a nice little torch song here and get
free torch,
which is great. I don't mind that at all. He did he went for Blizzard though, so it's not like the worst. It didn't matter too much. So your suffering is gonna come back out.
Should be your suffering. Y'all know. Love this thing's nickname. Okay.
It's gonna do 0. That's fine. We're gonna boost our ship attack, which is great. We're gonna go on to Corv again.
Yeah, Ursaring is a pretty good check to the Skeledirge.
Ursaring's at like 90%.
I never thought I'd say Ursaring as a check to something in my life.
They go for EQ. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna U-turn here.
Ursula really helped this thing, man.
What even comes in here, Rotom? Because if I switch out, what do I have to take this? I guess I could go into Urshifu. So I'm gonna U-turn here. Does he go for Body Slam? Is the question. Because like, what would he even go for? Because I don't want Urshifu to get paralyzed. Because looking at his team, like.
I mean, you can keep going between Skeledirge and Corviknight until he shows you a reason not to. Alternatively, you can go Urshifu if you want to put on the pressure early, but risking the paralysis on it is a little rough.
He does go for Body Slam. Don't do it to me.
TarHeel was in the APA.
Come on.
Got the para. Yeah, see, this is why I would never have risked the Urshifu here. I would have played it a little bit slower between, like, try to reveal the rest of Urshifu's moves. Ursaring's moves. See if it has Rest. See if it has Sleep Talk. You have a Rocky Helmet Corviknight. You have a Skeledirge. Like, you can easily pivot between the two. It doesn't get knockoff. You never have to worry about that. That was definitely a poor play.
You're not Rocky Helmet, cool.
It's not Rocky Helmet, but it's very defensive because that's banded damage. That's max Fizz Def.
Which, I mean, if he's max speed, why would he be max speed? That's defensive, 52 to 66. If you're not defensive, let's see.
He should be slower.
I think we outspeed this thing. I really do.
Should be.
This is a solid play because, like, if he wants to go on Iron Hands, it covers that. And we can Volt Switch on that. And he doesn't have, like, a opportunity. So I kind of want to see what this wants to do. Because if he stays in Moonblast, then so be it. He can go for Draining Kiss. Okay. So he might have speed, honestly. Might have a smidge of speed.
That wouldn't have killed him either.
Volt Switch? I could Volt Switch because if they go... actually, I can just Volt Switch. I think Volt Switching is fine. So just Volt Switch here. Really sucks. Is
Volt Switch free? I can't remember if there was a ground.
I guess I shouldn't have risked it, right? I guess I shouldn't have risked it and went out to Skeledirge as like a mid-ground to see because he wasn't going to Earthquake again, and Body Slam was like the only other move he would click. So I guess I could have just went Dirge and then went back out into Corv. But I figured it was a good time to get damage. I mean, we got damage on this thing. Granted, he's getting it back with Draining Kiss and whatnot, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We know this thing.
Yeah, it's a good time to get damage, but like again, you can wait a little bit longer. There's nothing preventing you from waiting it out, scouting the set a little bit more. That's like lesson learned. Ooh, the Enamorous living there is rough.
Oh my goodness, we can go on to.
Wait, you just go Corv.
Bird. I think going Bird is fine. What are they going to go for here?
If he Draining Kisses, then.
In my face. Okay.
Okay, well you Brave Bird and knock it out. It's fine.
Okay. I think we outspeed
this. This is okay.
They could have enough speed for the Corv, but I doubt it. I'm gonna U-turn. I don't know if we kill this thing because I mean it is an Enam, but it's like very low. So we're gonna U-turn here.
Bro.
0. I guess I should have Brave Birded actually. So that was another like tiny little things. Do I want to go into Phase again?
Tiny.
I suppose, right? I suppose.
Bro, it's.
Gonna Earth Power, good play. We're gonna tank that though. Gonna do 0. Gonna do 0.
Wait, why did it Earth Power the Corviknight?
But it's gonna be fine. We're gonna Volt Switch here, and just be able to switch up out of here. Granted, we did take quite a.
Yeah, no, taking that damage. Yeah, JV has to be more careful with his plays from here on out. That's crazy. Not Brave Birding there is huge.
That does invite in the thing. If we go U, what does that invite in? Not the Moth. Pretty much invites in Ursaring. I don't mind that. If they go Iron Hands, that's fine too. All we've revealed so far is whatchamacallit, Torch Song. So that's awesome. So this thing is dead and gone. Dead and gone. Earth Ring is like 90% maybe, I think. And we know that Rotom Frost has nothing but Blizzard and is most likely Choice Scarf. Has to be most likely Choice Scarf for sure, bro. So this thing comes out. I could easily just stay in Terra, but it's probably not the best thing to do. Like I could stay in Terra, but then that just opens up Iron Moth a lot, and Iron Moth is very scary, like for my team. So like in all honesty, I kind of want to go Torn just to see what this thing is, because it could be like Specs or something, and it's not gonna be DD in my face, that's for sure. There's no way.
This is why I would have liked for the Corviknight to actually have Spit F.
So Shadow Ball comes out. How much is it?
Because this is gonna be impossible now.
That's most definitely Specs.
Yeah.
We can get up out of here. It sucks because we could be able to eat that hit if I didn't do the Earth Power shenanigans. Do I need Torn for anything in particular? Not really. I don't think we need Torn for anything. I'm just gonna opt to Bleak Wind Storm here. Yeah, I'll just opt to Bleak Wind Storm. They're gonna Shadow Ball. They're gonna take out our Torn. So that's unfortunate. But I think we can easily go into.
Yeah, with how good Torn looked here, that's rough.
And if they go into Rotom, so be it. So be it. So be it. So be it. So we lose our Torn. That's fine. We have this phase here. And we're gonna go for
I don't think
like I said, if they go into Rotom, then so
you live to Shadow Balls. You definitely don't.
And then the Rotom plus the
and you definitely don't kill with Earth Power. So I don't know about this over going Gardevoir now that you know it's Specs.
We're gonna be able to tank this, no problem. Unless they crit us, which is actually big. Because we actually ate that hit, no problem.
But that's totally on you, JV. That is totally on you. You can't misplay like that.
We're gonna trace whatever ability this thing. That's so annoying, bro.
Infiltrator.
Surprise. Now we're gonna go for a Moonblast here. Because we know this thing is like Choice Specs. It's throwing off Choice Specs damage. Question is, do they outspeed or not? Because I feel like they're just speed creeping Torn. And so I'm speed creeping that. Granted, we could just lose our guard here, and then that quite literally could just be the game. It is what it is. Dragon things, but like the crit matters because the damage on the pole is nice. So they're gonna draw here, cool. Maybe I should have just done that, scared him out. Earth Suffering comes out. We're gonna fire off a fat Moonblast here, which is nice. So Moonblast is gonna come off. Big damage.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense that it Earth Powered because of.
Will they even go into Rotom?
Yeah, U-turn was the only choke, I guess. And you don't Draining Kiss into the Rocky Helmet.
This is maybe not the best of plays. Maybe that sucks. Actually, maybe I should just went guard first. But here's what it is. I'm going for rest here. Yep. So now what we can do, right, is we can just click Surging Strikes. We can just click Surging Strikes because nothing's gonna want to come in and take a Surging Strikes.
Yeah, but if he Sleep Talks, Body Slam, I think you die. No, you don't die. It's close.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's very close. He'll do like 230.
Like Braver was always a play.
If he hits Body Slam. No, not that much, sorry. No, Guts is not 2x. What am I talking about?
Then it cost me health on my Sandy Shocks. But now he's going to switch into Urshifu with Iron Hands, I assume. Oh, Ham Sandwich. Ooh. I wish I went for Ice Spinner. But this still should do a lot. Unless that happens. Okay. So,
see like, both misplays. So, yeah. So, JV is losing because of both his misplays. He's going to lose this game. He had a chance. Because Q is not playing optimally. He's playing optimally around JV's misplays, but he's not playing optimally. If JV had gone into the Corviknight, or the Skeledirge, sorry, on the Ursaring, there would have been no para. 2 Surging Strikes in a row on the Enamorus would have been completely free later in the game. It would have never gotten off the Calm Mind or the Draining Kiss. It wouldn't have gotten the damage on the Sandy Shocks. The Sandy Shocks would still be alive. And now, because the Urshifu's para'd, you can't even go for Surging Strikes on the turn that you want to. So this is completely on him. It's rough, but he'll learn from his misplays. He'll take more time.
So annoying, bro.
It's hard to live comm. It's very hard to live comm.
If I sack Corv, is that bad or good?
Because you're trying to be energetic, trying to commentate, trying to show and say what you're doing, while also trying to do it and think about what the best play is. It's very tough. I've tried doing it before. I hated doing live comms.
Oh, this is so frustrating. This is just frustrating. Because, like, what can you do?
So yeah, you're just 2-hit KO. This Corviknight had potential to win the game. Now it's not here.
Now I just have 3 miles left. I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm a little bit frustrated between the crit on the Shadow Ball, between getting paralyzed and then getting paralyzed. It's like, bro, we have to Moonblast here.
Yeah, but again, this is all on you, man. That crit wouldn't have mattered if your Sandy Shocks was healthier. Like,
what do we do here?
It's rough. It's rough. I don't want to be critical like this. It's all in good fun too. Like, but
it's just so frustrating, bro. It's so frustrating. Like, it's just.
You can still win with Terra Dirge, I guess. Maybe.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, bro. Oh, I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate it. Do we see them withdraw? Nope.
Let's go forward a little bit.
Can I get a rest turn? That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Can I get a rest turn, please? Can I get a rest turn, please? Now I get Body Slam with the Sleep Talk boost. Yeah, cool. We just go for Surging Strikes again, because if we Surging Strikes the Dragapult, I guess we go for Ice Spinner and hope that they blunder, I guess, right? I think Surging Strike is always the play, actually. They do go, wow, they just go right for Dragapult. That's crazy. Because this thing could be dead. Like, it
I mean, no, Surging Strikes is probably the right play anyway.
So we're going to be able to get that off. They're gonna go for
I don't think Ice Spinner would have killed regardless, so you still get Shadow Balled the next turn, so it doesn't matter that much.
Like, it's looking very dim. Looking very dim.
I don't think that turn mattered that much. I think I'd still click Surging Strikes in his position. I don't think that's a misplay.
We can go for Psychic here. We don't have to go for a Moonblast. We can just go for a Psychic. Even though Moonblast is
Psychic's the better play.
But in case the Iron Moth wants to come in or something, we can just go for Psychic here.
No, I think Psychic's your strongest play.
Boom, nice, perfect. Fire.
Okay.
So Pulse is dead, which is awesome. He knows we're Scarf. What happens here? What happens here? He can go Ursa Ring for sure. Iron Moth could come in as well, but we do have Dirge with no Terra.
I still think that
Ursa Ring is about, like,
Dirge can maybe win. The Moth is a problem.
Yeah, so
because as soon as you Terra, you lose to Sludge Wave.
Dirge does indeed look
great.
But if I had one more Mon, I should just click Ice Spinner, honestly. So this thing comes in. He could Volt Switch.
You weren't killing with Ice Spinner.
I kind of want to see how much this does to my guard. Blizzard could to a KO, but he has to land. Volt Switch doesn't do too
because,
much. I don't need health on it.
Surging Strikes is essentially base 107 or something like that. It's close to 110. Times 1.5 from the stab is 165, which is actually stronger than Ice Spinner. And then you divide it by 2. Oh wait, maybe Ice Spinner did kill.
Just give him rest, please. I beg, please.
Because Surging Strikes is resistant. Yeah, actually, Ice Spinner could have killed. Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's big. That's awesome.
Huh.
KO the bear. Ursa Ring is down and out. We're not out of it. We're not out of it. Right? We're not out of it.
Right.
We're still quite literally in it. Only thing now is Rotom.
Okay, so the Guardy does kill the Ursa Ring, which is pretty big because the Ursa Ring was another obstacle to the Skeletor's because it could just sit there and Earthquake while slept and win.
He might Volt Switch again. Pretty me to go into Dirge. No, he just goes for Shadow Ball. Ooh, good solid ground play. Bam. Will that KO me? Doesn't KO me. Okay, so we're gonna Shadow Ball here. Big damage. Does that KO? It shouldn't KO my Dirge. 43-51. Shouldn't 2 KO my Dirge. Should not 2 KO my Dirge. So we're gonna withdraw here because Guard can kind of win. Guard can kind of win. So we're gonna go Dirge here. And what I think I have to do, I have to Terra. Don't get the. Alright, cool. Because if I Terra, then it's like, because I'm just playing with Death Drops. I'm gonna slack off. Because they might withdraw. Because they could. They most definitely could. They don't have to stay in, okay. We should be fine. No Death Drop, we're gonna slack off here. Awesome. Shadow Ball does that much. If we're Terra Fairy, doesn't do anything. So I think I have to Terra Fairy here, and I'm going to slack off again to stay as healthy as possible. And they obviously, I think they'll swap out first. So
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this.
Pretty fine. Maybe I should have clicked Flame. Shadow Ball. They get this Death Drop now, which is a little bit unfortunate. We're gonna slack off here. That is a little bit annoying. We're gonna Torch Song now. Because if the Moth is booster energy, then it's gonna be annoying because then we definitely can't win. Then we definitely can't win. Then after Shadow Ball, okay, cool. So it's gonna hurt a little bit more than it should. That does so much. We're gonna Torch Song here.
Yeah, if the Moth is booster, it's over.
That really sucks,
if it's not booster,
it's gonna matter in how much
that guard can win.
I didn't mean to hit the camera. Not the camera, the mic. Because it's gonna matter how much we take from this thing, this Iron Moth. Because we are Kebia Berry. We don't see booster energy. We can just go for a Shadow Ball or what the play
could be Scarf too, I guess.
We're minus 1 for death, but we're Kebia. Sludge Wave, it just kills. It doesn't matter. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, he's Kebia.
What I want to do in an ideal world is
oh my god, without the Spadef drop, he would have won.
Because how much HP do we have? 2 or 3? Yeah.
Well, no, you don't kill the Moth, so.
That sucks. My best play is to Roar, because would Guard be able to take this thing out from full? Gardevoir would be able to take this thing out from full. So my best play is to Roar. On the off chance we live for whatever reason, but it's not gonna matter because we are gonna indeed die. As my camera goes out. Yeah,
nice.
That sucks. That sucks. That sucks.
The psychic kill? I think he said it just now, but.
Was not part of the plan. It was not part of the plan. We should be able to take this thing out though, because we didn't see.
So
if it's Scarf, then yep, got me.
See, this is how good JV's team is. Regardless of all the misplays, this came down to a
depending on his Iron Hands investment. If he's not
a possible crit on Iron Hands. JV should have won this, but because of his misplays,
if we had Moonblast, we'd have a better chance.
And I don't think Q played all that well.
Come on, Guard. Big juicy crit. Big juicy crit. Let's go, Guard. Let's go, Guard.
Wait, it actually crit?
What a hacksy match.
No shot.
I call it. It's not hacks if you call it. You heard it here first. It's not hacks if you call it. So we got to.
He actually won.
Oh my gosh, yo, she put the T on her back. Marilyn Monroe put the T on her back.
Dude, after all those misplays, JV still won. And a home game, a super important game. That's crazy. Dude. What a win. Hold on a second. Jesus. Props to JV for winning that. All right. Well, one of my favorite teams did clutch out a win. Very nice. I want to see Q's reaction to that crit. Cause that is
yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the
bro.
channel. How y'all doing? Had the kids. I'm Q.
I couldn't hear myself there.
Coach.
Let's see.
Wow, that's insane. Okay.
Cause I know Hands doesn't die normally.
One turn. Can Iron Hands live the psychic?
It definitely can from full, but
we wish we were AV, but we are not. We are live, baby.
I want to hear this.
Come on, Iron Hands. I know you can do it. Live. That's a crit. That's a crit. Wow. GG's, man. We got all the early game hacks. He got a little...
What? Dude. I'm sorry. JV put himself in that position. Q played... Okay, Q didn't play optimally, but he didn't play bad. And I don't think he deserved to get crit there. Because that's... The other hacks wasn't necessarily game-ending. Obviously, the Psychic crit was. But it's what JV needed, and that's what happens in Pokemon sometimes. So, unfort. All right, well, we move on to our newest addition to the GBA, GalAdeite, replacing
Hello.
Kelly.
My name is GalAdeite, competitive team. With that
why
in
is
mind,
this all blurry?
Other special Pokemon.
It's a
We have
weird
bulk up
intro.
to be able to raise our attack
I would
and our
not
Spadef.
intro a
We
video
also
like
Play
that
Rough and
personally.
Earthquake for a pretty general coverage. Play Rough is going to be very nice.
That's how you get
Silence
people to
is
click
really
off
good
of
for
your
quick
video.
staff. Protect is just there
Yeah,
to
never
get back to
punished
level
exactly.
up, so
Like,
Pokemon doesn't have any recovery outside of our
that's a
Third
crazy
up, we
crit,
have
man.
our really fast V-ball, Electro
There's 2 more games.
This week, I'll be
This is
taking
the
back
second last
Looking at our
match. There's
team,
only
opponent
12
has
teams in the
basically
GBA
no
this
Electrode,
season,
only
so
one
this
being
is
Toadstool,
second to
in which
last.
a Terra Grass Electrode basically walls. We also have Flora Blast, so just in case we get stuck by Gothitelle, we have a way to get out of that situation.
Up next, we have Big Vax in the middle making its debut. We are rocking with Sword Stance, Glaive Rush, Brick Break, and Earthquake. Very general coverage with Brick Break, Pecton, just to be able to break through some screens that Klefki might set up. We're running
Oh,
Doppelberry
CB
just
Marcus
to be
is
able to
playing
take a
this
hit
week.
from Paladin
GalAdeite
or
couldn't
maybe
make
a
it.
Drain
All right,
Punch and
so we know that Marcus
On
is
team,
the
we
one
have
playing.
Salazzle here. This Pokemon, although fit, is meant to be our dedicated
Interesting.
lead and is meant to stay on the field until it is knocked out. Like Thunderbolt this game from Electrode, Toxic
So-
Turf, looking at our opponent's team,
Electrode's amazing. This is another team that I started to like a lot more the more I looked at it. We have a Terra Quack with Water and Electric. And on the other side, it's Annihilate. This is D-Ray's team with Ghost and Fairy on the Annihilate, as you should. Now, I'm a huge fan of this team up top. I think it can do a lot of work with the top 2 offensive threats, and everything else supports them so well. Like, actually so well.
our opponent has
So, let's see. Okay, so Giga Drain, Chloroblast into this at the bottom. Pretty good. There's not much for the Electrodes. Sub, so he's going to be keeping it in. It's not going to be a Volt Switch machine, which is interesting. This thing can actually wall the Toad Scroll quite well, funny enough. Yeah. Which is the only thing that like really takes this stab combination on the other side. So this is a really good bring. Like, this Electrode is probably, funny enough, Marcus's best offensive threat. Then we have Baxcalibur, which is SD Glaive, Brick Break, Earthquake. So this is the kind of backs you have to bring, unfortunately, when you run into a Klefki, because Klefki has like 6 different things it can do to you as a Baxcalibur. It can foul play, it can get up screens in front of you, stopping your damage output. It can Magnet Rise on your Earthquake. So if you don't have Brick Break, you're essentially still walled. There's just way too much that it can do. It can Flash Cannon, it can Draining Kiss, it can Dazzling Gleam. Both its stabs are super effective, and it has a plethora of status options that just completely nuke you. Thunder Wave is another problem, obviously, if you try to go for a Dragon Dance set. So, like, this is the only thing that can break keys. The problem is, that's all it's going to do. Unless he positions this thing super well, it's basically not going to do anything but be a way to kill keys. So, Salazzle here. Yeah, Salazzle looks pretty good overall, I would say. Nasty Plot might have even been better here, honestly. T-Spike's Endeavor's not bad. It's Focus Sash, so it probably leads, right? Oh, we didn't see the Quackable and the Ursaluna, which are further back. Okay, so Terra Electric, Terra Blast with Aqua Step and Bulk Up is quite nice. Toadscroll can probably take 1+1 Aqua Step, so that's something that they're going to have to weaken. Goth isn't that bad into it. Just trying to think of what other obstacles there are. It is Leftovers. It's quite bulky, actually. Nice spread. Very Spadef. I guess the Persian can kind of wall it. But that's it. And I don't think you bring the Persian into this team, honestly. It doesn't look that great. So yeah, and then Slowking, we have Ursaluna as well. Ursa's bulk up, play rough, earthquake, protect. So protect to get off the... Oh no, it's Guts leftovers. It's not Guts Flame Orb. Bulk up, play rough, earthquake. With Guts, so it stops that. Yeah, this thing is crazy. And Slowking, what the hell? Bro. Belly Drum, Slack Off with Citrus. Regen, Liquidation, Fire Punch. Okay, what? Okay, you're walled by Rotom, but I guess it's good otherwise? What's cool about this is that it doesn't become setup fodder for the Annihilate, actually. Because you can Belly Drum in front of it. Rage Fist isn't going to actually do that much. You're going to get Citrus, and Liquidation's going to knock it out. As it tries to just bulk up in front of you, it's basically going to get 1v1'd, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, that's interesting. All right, let's see the...
So it's been an absolute whirlwind. It's been 36 hours since I've actually been a part of GBA, and in that time I've had to figure out the team, make the team, test the team. I'm also doing graphics on the side, so we got a lot of stuff. But
everything in 36 hours,
right?
damn.
Brand new look, brand new generation.
Pretty good, Marcus.
And so we got
Very
to
nice.
bring our all to this. With that being said, luck and fun to D.Rey. I've actually never played D.Rey. We've been a...
You need better lighting for that,
a few years.
for that green screen,
I
Marcus.
did actually play D.Rey's wife, though. And let me tell you, I don't think she really knows how to play Pokemon. But with that being said, let's see. From here, I think that clicking Flamethrower, super free right off the bat. If you want to rapid spam, I think that's pretty okay. That is more than fine by me.
Recognizes the rapid spin would make it faster than the Salazzle. Get outspread the next turn despite the focus sash would not live, obviously. So that's cool.
Spikes looks pretty good into this team. And so that's why, of course, we led with Salazzle. But what's also nice is that we can blast this thing with a fire.
Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it.
It does a lot.
Once again. But do make sure to go and check out all the GBA coaches and all the other games. Drop them a like. Drop them a sub. And don't make sure to not miss any of the GBA action this season. I might do this. I'm thinking about doing this every week. This is kind of how I want to do it, but I'd prefer to do it earlier in the week, like on a Tuesday, on a Monday or Tuesday, personally. Monday's a little too close to the game uploads in case somebody's like delayed for a day or whatever. Like Uzi uploaded today, as well as Frosted, so it's kind of rough if somebody like misses an upload day to do it on a Monday. But I think Tuesday, even Wednesday would be fine. Wednesday is definitely safer than Tuesday, but Tuesday would be ideal.
This video's not going up on. I have a battle helper, but today my battle helper is my handy dandy notebook.
All right, so we saw the Salazzle 2-hit KO the Toad Scroll, so now that's out of the way.
Because I feel a little bit nervous. You know, it's a new gen. There's some pretty crazy stuff going on, right?
Okay, so Jet Punch can come out.
I'm not even gonna think about this.
Wait, okay, hold on. What did the Toad Scroll do?
Or it's going to be some setup set. Excuse me, I think a little bit of insight things started. But I think I could have done was maybe go for like here.
I missed what the Toad Scroll did.
That is actually really big in my opinion. That's actually really, really big.
Spikes, okay. Interesting. Let's get back to the Palafin coming in.
There is no defogger.
So you still have your Sash. Interesting.
It really mitigates a whole lot of stuff.
So Flip Turn is interesting because now we're at Sash, and now we Endeavor.
On something big. So I'm super excited just to be able to just get something down to 1%. Less than 1%.
This is a great lead. Great lead from these two.
This is the Rotom Wash. Okay, this is going to be really big for us.
So this better be Scarfed, or it's getting Endeavor to 1, and that Slowking is going crazy.
Anything else, it gets Endeavor. So let's see. That's massive damage. That's really, really big damage.
That's huge. And dies to Helmet, so he can't Volt Switch.
Volt Switch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think basically
that is so good.
Pretty good stuff going in our favor. I think that just going into something like this would be really nice. I think that going into something like this would also be very nice. So I think I'm just going to do it.
It's Thermal Exchange, yeah.
I don't think there's a whole lot that's stopping us just from going out into big backs. The only reason
Did anybody see if the keys were on the other team? I would assume the keys came.
And so I just am a little worried about that. So I think what I want to do is click... I think I just want to click Brick Break. I don't really want to worry too much about this one.
Figured, okay.
Think about this a little more. What do I have in the back for some mods? I have T-Spikes up, which is going to be really nice for us. I don't think I really have to rush this. Brick Break looks pretty good. You would draw. So you're probably going to go into a Fairy if I had to guess. Lucky. So you're going to take some Chip, which is nice. And then from here, I can figure out what this set is. Excalibur comes out.
So do you Earthquake first, or do you just Swords Dance? Oh.
We are at the beach now, so that is a little bit surprising. Now clicking Brick Break, it's the same as before. Just had a little bit of a oopsie poopsie with the servers. Good luck, have fun. Back to D.Ray. We've been through a lot of stuff. Let's see. Brick Break comes out. It does a fair amount. And from here,
it does more than it did before, I think. A little bit more.
Why is this fur coat? Okay. Okay, now I'm just messing up all my calcs. I don't know why this thing has fur coat in this. Okay.
Fur coat, wow.
From here, what I want to do is I just want to go out into this low game. We're just going to get some damage off. They already see that we have Brick Break, and so maybe they don't want to get some screens up.
I mean, the disconnect wasn't that big, actually, because everything that happened was super easy to recreate, and there was, like, nothing that could go wrong, almost.
From here,
you're talking about, like, 2 or 3% total across every turn that could have changed.
Is it Lacking Tail? What is this going to be? Scarf? It can't be Scarf. Toxicorp. Oh, that's sick. Stitch's Berry. Well, that's actually going to be a little bit interesting. Switcheroo was a set that I kind of thought of just right at the end.
So here's the Belly Drum Slowking.
Man, this is super
I almost couldn't see the Klefki. I was like, where's the Mon on the other side? I was like looking over here.
I just want to click Liquidation.
You can't see my mouse, can you?
The Rotom might come in.
Nope.
That's fine. This thing has Foul Play, which I definitely understand. I guess what would that last move be is the question.
I was like looking to the right of Klefki and I couldn't see it.
Down here. Magnet Rise. Switcheroo Toxicorp, which is very cool. I really like the week 1 heat from D-Ray here. And you know, with Toxic Scarcity in Gen 9, having something like this is definitely having like a trick up your sleeve to just be able to stall break and stuff like that. I think that's a really cool set. Really cool. Let's see. What is he thinking?
Marcus clearly understands very well.
Probably going to be the Rotom, to be honest. Let's see. Blake Snell, that looks like a Rotom.
Yeah, that's right.
We are actually going to use this.
Good sack.
Liquidation comes out, and Slowking gets a kill. I don't care if it's at 1. It is what it is. We basically have
kill's a kill.
To just blast something else in the back, which is really, really nice.
So I did mention earlier that if a Mon lives like from full HP to 1, you get an extra point during the game. But it was Focus Sash and Endeavor. Those don't count. It has to be like you lived from full, just like if the hands had lived the Psychic on 1 HP, even with a crit, then that would have been an extra point.
And with those
to JV.
up, it's gonna look
not to JV, sorry, to Q.
For a potential sweep from maybe Quaquaval, from maybe something else.
So
you never know. Gothitelle is always scary. Palafin, I'm not sure the set. It does have Flip Turn though, so it's probably not exactly a setup set. It's probably Bandit if I had to guess. And then what else? The Annihilate. I mean, it has to be Rest over Encore, which is definitely a very scary set.
Brings back out the keys.
I really don't know from here.
Why?
When you click Liquidation, I feel like I don't really have to do much else. I'm guessing you're going to Foul Play, Dazzling Gleam, Foul Play at +6. That's
well, you clicked Fire Punch, although you said you were clicking Liquidation, but it doesn't really matter.
We've lost the Slazzle. We've lost a couple of other things. Is this when I bring this in? Probably not. I feel like Quack
no, I think
good from here to be
yeah, Quack is good here because Trick no longer works. Switcheroo no longer works because they're both leftovers. And Bulk Up basically stops Foul Play.
If we Terra Electric, it's not going to do a whole lot either. So I'm actually really down to just click Bulk Up from here.
Yeah, Terra Electric Bulk Up is the play. Aqua Step first is not bad either.
Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty nice. So I think I'm just going to do that. We're going to get our Terra off, and that's going to be pretty cool. If they do want to switch
this Quack might just win.
Those lefties, you know? Let's see what he does.
Aqua Step here is good.
What is this? This has to be the Annihilate, no?
It is.
So that's the reason why Aqua Step there instead of bulking up, was because if this thing was Encore, then it would not be very fun to set up in front of. So I'm going to check for damage here. But the poison looks really, really nice. Just off rip.
Yeah, the T-Spikes are huge. Salazzle did so much, dude. Killed the Toad Scroll, set up T-Spikes, and essentially killed the Rotom. What happened to the quality?
To be honest. How much did that
just
do?
Now.
It didn't really do a whole lot.
I think that's on Marcus's end.
5, give or take. So this is a,
okay.
I think this is the Annihilate set. Let's see, Rage Fizz.
This is a free bulk up, I think. The Rage Fizz is only base 100. I think you just bulk.
I mean, if
you just bulk, yeah.
How bad is that? That's the question.
It's not that bad. Plus, I don't think he can afford to Encore, otherwise he just loses his Annihilate for nothing.
It probably will, to be honest. But with that being said, I kind of like my ability.
I don't think you ever Encore here. I don't agree with this.
Let's see. We should be dealing a pretty similar amount of damage here. Rest comes off. Okay.
Yeah, so this is exactly why I would have clicked bulk up. Because now he has a base 150 Rage Fist, and he's at full and not poisoned.
That's interesting. So it's probably going to be bulk up, Drain Punch. We're probably in a little bit of a pickle here, but we have bulk up. And so I kind of want to get this thing at, I guess, how much would it be for Electrode? Electrode to Annihilate is going to deal...
So the bad part here is that the Quackleval is not actually like adamant or attack invested, so it doesn't... I don't think it gets by the Annihilate, nor is it defensive. It's Spadef. So this is rough. We're going to have a bulk up war, and I think that Marcus is going to lose it.
Of course. But now we're at +1 ahead of it, which is going to be really big for us. So that means that any Aqua Step we do is going to be dealing a lot to it. And from there, I think we should be able to start setting up a little bit more.
I think you still bulk up here.
Let's see.
Yeah, Salazzle's crazy. I've used it like only once or twice, but at both times it's done so much. It's just getting it on the right team, and I truly feel like this was the right team to put it on.
Doing a fair amount to him.
It's good as a support set, and it's good as an offensive set on this team. It was a great draft pick. So yeah, definitely bulk up here was the right play.
Bulk up as well. We really are just getting a +6, +6, +6.
Yeah, I think you have to bulk up again.
What's going to deal more, Terra Blast or Aqua Step? It's going to be about the same amount. Our Annihilate's going to bulk up alongside us.
They're the same base power.
Here we go. Man, if only I had like some red card tech in the back or something like that, that'd be pretty interesting.
Could just lose here outright.
Keep clicking it. We're going to fish for a crit, potentially. Or just something to be able to chip it down, wear it out.
Yeah, Duck and Ghost Gorilla.
Let me check the status again.
Light Bulb Duck.
We're at +5. He's at
to be
+4.
specific.
So let's get this thing started. I want to get this thing and then from here...
I think you lose this.
Time, we can either sack this thing off, bring an Electrode and wear it down, or a Gothitelle to maybe like come in or something like that, or Paladin. Or we could potentially take this thing out ourselves. If we're at +6, and this thing's at +6, this thing's going to cap out at 600, or 300, which will kill us. But from here, we kind of just have to go with what we have.
There's the Rage Fist. 30 left. Yeah, I think you just attack again. Exactly.
This is absolutely in range of a Chloroblast. Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so he does have the Electrode to kill it, and the Electrode is still a massive threat. Now, the Quack basically did nothing, which is a problem, obviously.
We only have one option, guys. This is why we put it on Chloroblast. Otherwise, I go for maybe like Terra Giga Drain, but obviously we use our Terra. Actually, Terra Giga Drain's a roll, so I think just going for this is probably pretty good. We are going to be doing 35 min. Knock on wood. Nice. Okay, that's really big. That's really, really big
Didn't
for us.
miss.
That's actually insane for us.
Huge.
How important that
does
is.
take half his health,
that's really big. Okay.
but does have leftovers, so...
I'm freaking out here a little bit. Okay,
so
gone.
save the
gone.
game.
Rotom's gone. We're down to 2 mons. We are up in the score, 3-2. His Terramon's down.
The Annihilate was the only Terra, and it never Terra'd, which means its Terra type was something probably weak to Elect...
let's see.
Well, no, it's Fairy, right? Why didn't it Terra? I can't imagine why you wouldn't Terra.
52.
You take the same damage from Quack. A little strange. I guess it never made a difference. That's why he didn't click it. He didn't want to reveal which of the two types he chose.
Oh man, the Klefki's a lot.
Guess that makes sense.
Okay. I'm just going to click Chloroblast here, and I think just by getting rid of this thing's ability to set up, it's going to be really nice for something like an...
You probably sub first.
A lot of damage, which I'm super
Why wouldn't you sub first?
I'm just going to Chloroblast here.
Ever.
Don't really have to think too much about it, because Jet Punch with a Choice Band will kill us. And so there isn't really much use keeping this thing in anyways. Yeah.
So I think the play there was to sub.
And from here we can see what it goes for. Calm Mind maybe, a Psychic.
Okay.
And it's going to take some poison damage as well. And honestly, guys, something about Wi-Fi that I feel like some people don't know, it's something that I kind of am starting to get the hang of, is like some chip damage and stuff like that, some poison turns and whatnot. Those can be super, super useful for being able to... actually,
You go backs, no?
Let's go to this. Poison damage and stuff like that. is
this seems like the wrong play.
If there's like chip, rocks, and stuff like that happening, it's gonna be really easy to be able to figure out maybe your next move.
I think the Palafin wins,
any kind of strategy like
unfortunately.
So, with such a fast-paced metagame as something like this,
could because of the set on the back Excalibur, I think the Palafin wins.
All right, so it turns out that we are down the score though. I thought it was a.
Doesn't Goth get Grass Knot?
Still is there. I don't know how useful.
I know it gets Energy Ball, but I think it gets Grass Knot too.
It's gonna be interesting though. That Palafin will probably.
That's why I would have gone backs.
Which is going to do a ton to us.
I would have just gone backs and clicked Glaive. It's essentially the same thing. I know the keys can come in, but I think it's still a better play.
Let's see, Wave Crash.
We're gonna see a Psychic. Not gonna do too much. Bulk up.
Wave Crash. Wave Crash is doing a bajillion.
Oh wait, no, this thing can win. What am I talking about? The Luna can win. It's bulking up. It's not swords dancing. Huh.
From here, I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to get a protect up. Get some
yeah,
back.
you definitely protect
really
here.
Nice here. Grand Punch would have also been very, very good. Charm comes out. That's super interesting. Okay.
Okay, so that only lowers your attack. So that's not actually that bad. Funny enough. That actually might end up helping him because of the foul play.
I feel like this is
believe it or not.
Psychic, Charm, Sleep Talk. We're pretty okay in the long run. I'm down to just click bulk up again in that case, to be honest.
Psychic Charm, what?
Psychic Charm, Taunt, Rest, or something like that. Like we're fine. I feel like there isn't really a combination of moves here that can really get this thing going. Gothitelle is one of those.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Really
the charm is fine. You bulk up back up to neutral, but you're at +2 defense. That's what's most important here. All that's left is the Palafin, the Clef Key, and this Gothitelle. So I think Marcus actually wins. I think Marcus actually wins from here. Nothing can break this. Currently, charm is hurting you more than it's helping you because the foul play is going to do less.
Let's see. I mean, what are we at right now in terms of our status? We're at +2, meaning that a banded wave
+2 defense
isn't really going to do a whole lot to us. If anything, I kind of want to bulk up one more time. Just once more.
Yeah.
We're not going to be dealing
I think he could have protected again here. But considering that he can switch out.
I feel like it's not the end of the world for us to be at a lowered attack stat.
Yeah, -1 doesn't matter that much. Like, it might matter into bulk up Palafin, but, like, I think with the Parachance and everything, like, I think you beat it faster.
Jesus Christ.
Bro.
No more DCs this time. Okay, so guys,
no
we're back.
shot.
This is the exact spot that we were at back in the game before we DC'd. I don't know what's up with the servers tonight.
That's crazy. We're just on Showdown now.
I'm just gonna get up and protect.
Holy.
And I'm actually going to calc for this damage.
All right.
I have this. This is what I was calculating when my Ursaling was in.
Oh,
and
boy.
Here, once this turns into Palafin Hero, Wave Crash isn't actually going to be doing that much to us, which is really, really nice. Now, what's interesting is this Klefki here can potentially trick us, which is not the most fun thing in the world.
Yeah, but it can trick you leftovers. That doesn't matter.
The question is, do we go for a double protect here? I think that would be the play. I'm just going to click protect.
Huh.
We fail. That's okay. They taunt. And at this point, what I want to do is make sure that this Palafin has as much chip on it as humanly possible. And at the same time, I want to get as much chip on that Klefki as humanly possible as well. So if I can do either.
But like the Klefki literally has to be Magnet Rise last.
This is kind of what I was talking about over here with the fur coat. I don't know why it's fur coat. That's very interesting. But during this, I figured it was 252, 252 because I did a brick break. That did about 22 to it. It was a little under 25 during the actual game. And so now he has a choice. He can go into Palafin Hero, and he can click pretty much anything he wants to, or he can go into Klefki. I think
Earthquake is free.
The best play. So I'm going to click Earthquake here. If you want to CC, then that's going to be pretty big. If you want to Wave Crash, that's some big damage.
That's banded.
But he's going to get poisoned here as well. Let's not forget that.
Okay, so he broke through.
At this point, what I want to do...
Do you SD?
What I could have done was potentially set up...
I think you have to SD, right?
I think it just 1v1s me. And so what I just want to be able to do is click Sword Stance here. On the death.
You should be faster than keys.
Or not. I'm going to click...
You mean Magnet Rise. Huh.
I got to click Earthquake here. Yeah.
It is Magnet Rise.
Otherwise, he would win. From here, we do unfortunately lose to D.Rey in what's been an absolute ordeal of a match.
So if he had Brick Break twice, he won.
Played super, super well in this. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get it, unfortunately, because that Citrus...
Oh, no, he wouldn't have.
Citrus. Enough, so
nice. Good bring. Okay, D.Rey did well there. That was nice. That was nice.
He's gonna take it 1-0, and that is
Man, those DCs sucked. Yeah, that was really... Wait, Didn't it switcheroo its citrus berry? Oh, it was. Oh, it switcherooed into a citrus berry. You're right. Yeah. Wow. Huge. All right, and our last game of the stream. We have John, but not John. It's John's the general manager of the team. He owns Playmore Esports. And so John here is going to be uploading videos to the Playmore channel, as you can see down here. Can I highlight this? Oh, yeah, Playmore. So go sub to Playmore, and John is going to be doing the commentary on the games. He owns the org. He's going to be uploading to this channel. It's already got 8.59k subs, and it was made like 3 weeks ago. So go and sub to that channel. And yeah, here we go. Pokemon.
Week 1 of the 10th season of the GBA is finally upon us, and Playmore is taking on the Wolverhampton Weaviles. I, of course, am PM7, or John.
I am his editor and now co-owner of this prestigious team, Tyler. And John, I have to say, as we look at this opening matchup of the season, I find it rather
They have a co-casting duo? That is so cool. Okay. Very nice. I like this. John once destroyed me with a Swords Dance Tentacle. So, you know what? John is 1-0 against me.
That's very weird. It keeps showing up. It's supposed to be a very stupid little joke. It is a terrifying omen. I don't know why Iron Leaves is here, but I do like the fact that Walking Wake is also here. Both of those, the newest 2 Pokemon in Pokemon on one team.
Very high quality production.
I was not worried about Virizion or its metal counterpart until now. But the thing that's really terrifying me is Great Tusk. Now, we've been looking over this team. We did a draft analysis. We weren't a part of the drafting, but there was a big weakness that worried me especially, and that would be a ground type. So Great Tusk there is really terrifying, but I think we can move over to the scouting report and see what
I like the voice that John is using as well.
How are we going to deal with
it's
Great
so
Tusk?
Anchor.
Well, I see a watch roll, and I'm not sure if that will be the thing that can switch in every single time, but there is also a defensive Darkspawn, so it's nice to see Darkspawn getting brought early on. I'm a little worried about Great Tusk, but past that, Tyler, there's 2 of the same item that are pretty exciting to see. What are you seeing over there?
Yeah,
double weakness policy.
Doubled up on here is certainly a swing for the fences, and it's one that you almost have to take when there is so much of a threat against Roaring Moon. When you look across at a team that you could build to take on Roaring.
So let me look at this. Gentle Heatran with Scary Face, Dragon Pulse, Heavy Slam. What? Aroma Veil on Dash Button. Does that even do anything? What? Mystic Water Samurai with a mixed set. What the? What am I looking at here? Hold on a second. For the Tusk, Dragon Pulse is for the Wake. And the Heavy Slam is for the Frosmoth and the Screamtail. Okay, like it kind of makes sense. Why are they not Well-Baked Body? Yeah, Gentle with Scary Face is an oxymoron for sure.
But I personally, John, am not super excited about Screamtail being open.
Everything's like mixed. Except for the Roaring Moon, but... Who's the Terramon here again? I'll look at it real quick. I'll try to remember what the Terramons are. I can't remember if it was Terramoon or not. I think it was. Yeah, I'm just going to go out and say that it's Terramoon. All right. Terra-type Dark. Fire, water, electric, rock, fairy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Moon.
Noticing John is an absence. I mentioned Screamtail.
No Screamtail? This is actually...
Very, very interesting that it's not there, and instead we're getting a matchup of...
I like that they're cutting back to the video and back to them.
Yeah,
this is
it's
so
a very
cool.
offensive team. I don't know who the defensive Pokemon would be here. I mean, it could be a bulkier Samurai.
I mean,
think
Aroma Veil blocks
bulkier Mon, but
anything.
that thing demolishes the team matchup. I think that might be 6 offensive Mons. That is really, really interesting. Roaring Moon could have a really fun time in this match if used properly.
We don't see Torkoal getting any kind of play here. I'm fascinated by that. We don't see the Sun team immediately. No Slitherwing either. So we get a chance to see some of those support.
Is Aromavale Aromatease's ability?
No,
it is, so it does block taunt.
I mean, the Weaviles, what? They got 3 Pokemon that can take advantage of the Sun with the photosynthesis, so was not an option this week for our team. But the battle has begun, starting out with the Dinosaur.
This is a battle of the Titans to open this thing up.
Now, this is a really, really bold move on Ben's part. We have the most important Pokemon on our team to lead off, to put a little pressure on the opponent.
I'm just going to go right into Darkspawn.
Ginger was drafted for a reason, so let's get that shiny Darkspawn out here to take the Draco Meteor. That is a prediction and a half. You love to see it, but that's what I said earlier, right, Tyler? This is a hyper-offensive team. Most
not really a prediction.
Up against. He is not.
I wouldn't say that.
Immediately, really good first play.
My team does nothing to me right now. I'm ready to just go Baton Pass because he situates out in the Gengar here.
I like Baton Pass. I agree here. I think you just have to switch them.
Yeah, Baton Pass is
nice. At this point, you're getting a little momentum. You
Good
predict the switch. You know that if you go for Baton Pass, you get the favorable matchup. A fantastic start to this battle. Obviously, no damage yet, but get the opportune switch to go against this Gengar. Now, the question is, what Pokemon will that be? Is that Samurott? No? Is this how he gets spikes on the field, maybe?
I like the Samurott play here. You've got a couple of options in terms of...
Samurott covers Focus Sash. It covers a lot of things. I don't think it dies to Focus Blast, depending on how it's invested.
I'm sure Gengar is going to have some coverage to hit that Samurott, but I don't know if Gengar is going to want to stay in to take that hit.
Focus Blast or some other type of shenanigans, that's fine.
There's a coach for a reason.
TarHeel is the one playing, and the two on the right are the casters. They're the Esports org owners. So they're general managers for the team. So each team has an assistant coach, but they can also have optionally a general manager to where, like, the channel to where the videos are getting uploaded. I think there's only 2 teams that have a general manager. It's the Snugglers, the team we just saw win in the last game.
This is what I was hoping to see.
So there's the Focus Sash, and we do have the Aqua Jet.
But I really, really like this trade-off. We get spikes up. This thing can't switch in on the spikes. It no longer has Levitate, and I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, so it's the 2 teams are playing more esports, and the San Diego Snugglers, D.Rey and the Snugglers have Vivid as a general manager. Vivid, of course, who I was co-casting with on the stream, the draft streams.
To go back to the opponent, which is a little worrying, but we do have a switch in for this Pokemon. Now, they're going to expect that, I'm sure, and there might be something up their sleeve ready to damage Ginger, so we might be finding out how much it can sponge, as I assume it really is the only switch.
Water move is free
here.
Could
be a sacrifice here as well, because Samurott has done what it needs to do, so.
Just use this again to see what he goes for. He does go for Steam here.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree there. Gengar is dead on switching. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm missing something big, a nice 1-for-1. Make sure there's not too much momentum thrown that way. Get the proper switch in. I do really like that.
Correct play.
Ben is trying to force the switch here and maybe go for a Dragon.
He's going to start clicking buttons, guys.
Oh, maybe not.
The Terra.
And this is something that you did not get to experience at all during your time doing competitive battles.
No, I had a pretty lengthy draft league career, but none in this generation, not much in the generation before. So the fact that you can just bring a Pokemon and change that typing, all of a sudden you're not going to get hit by that Draco Meteor super effectively, that's pretty special. Now, I don't know the damage output here. I don't know if it's worth risking.
This is dicey.
Roaring Moon? Yeah, I thought he was trying to force the switch. We don't have a
Roaring Moon is very specially bulky, so it should be able to eat this.
This is a really, really big moment. It's very clear.
Yeah, Walking Wake is huge.
Ridiculous amount of damage, though. Ooh! Okay, you just got to live here. Come on. There we go.
Right. Easy.
He
could have DD'd.
Really, really nice. 2 Pokemon on the other side. Not as good as Dead, but, I mean, Leviathan was not easy to switch into. We got that Terra up. Obviously, the potential sweeper on our side, pretty weak at this point. Might be difficult to get a Dragon Dance off, but still can come
Probably
in.
Not getting the weakness policy anytime soon.
Now going to be fascinating to see where
the
do we go
Heatran
from
might
here.
get it still.
This play makes sense. Protect our potential sweeper.
Oh, are you Wish Baton Pass?
That was such a dicey play, and I think at least early on it paid off.
Yeah, okay, so there is the switch. I'm interested to see what the switch-in is going to be.
But the switch.
With the Gengar just a sacrifice, that makes a lot of sense. I really love the switch into Darkspawn now, as the Roaring Moon is not going to be in a bad spot. Now, I'm not sure exactly what wants to take advantage. We're about to find out.
Hello.
It would have been really dicey, John, a hard read of Dragon Dancing there with Roaring Moon. And banking hard on that.
Defog.
I love
you had Defog and you're defogging away the spikes. Why did you sack the Gar?
Would have been really, really nice, of course, but the fact that the defog didn't happen before that Gengar got out of there is really, really nice. There's not going to be
I get it, you were up against the moon, but
bringing in the Samurott, which is interesting, a Pokemon I've used a decent amount, but back in 5th gen NU. So I'd like to think we have the better Samurott on our side.
We do, but we
I think you just wish into Baton Pass.
We are faster.
That is
my only concern.
So this is kind of what Samurott does. We do have Roar on the Darkspawn, so I'm not super worried about that right now. We're not going to be able to switch into any other Pokemon easily.
If he's Life Orb, the max he can do
is still going to do a lot, though.
Back, so I think I just Roar again.
I mean, this is why you bring Roar, right? Yeah. And now we're going to get our health back. Yeah, feel really good about this. It'd be nice if we still had spikes up. We get a little bit more chip damage as things switch
Not bad, not bad.
We already know that this Frostmoth's not going to be able to do much against us. Be able to get another Wish Up, potentially. Bring in the proper Pokemon. I like the position we're in right now.
The team we are up against has a lot of offensive capability, and I feel like that was just a little bit of a reminder of how careful we are going to have to be to keep them in check. Costly miss there.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating one, and I would say a little bit of a misplay. I would have really liked to see either a switch or the Wish. Obviously, the miss is unfortunate. I'm pretty confident Ice Beam was always going to do a little bit more. And puts us in a very awkward spot as we definitely need to switch. Really only one Pokemon at this point. Well, actually two. We do have the Assault Vest on the Glimmora. I can't sleep on that Pokemon. It's brand new to me and competitive. And I'd like to see what it can do. The thing I am worried about here, though, is with that Darkspawn very weak, we really do not have a good switch in to the Great Tusk. So got to be really, really careful
comes
about
in
that.
on
Should
the
we eat
Ice
this
Beam.
up? Ooh, a little bit more than I expected.
Does eat it.
But this forces a switch. It just has to.
It's not Specs, we know it's Boots.
I agree with you, though, on the Great Tusk is looking really, really
Specs would have probably killed the dash one, honestly.
To get it onto the forefront again, because I wasn't even thinking about Great Tusk. I was watching how this is unfolding, and I'm still super scared about what we could see from Walking Wood.
Yeah, well,
we don't have the greatest counter for it either at this point.
When you make a draft league, build, you're trying to get ready for 11 Pokemon, and a lot of the times you only have 1 or 2 Pokemon that can take on the scariest threat on your opponent's side. You get into the battle, everything is perfect in your mind, but all of a sudden that defensive Pokemon below half health, it's not going to be easy to heal that thing up, and as soon as that big threat is switched in, really, really tough to take those hits now. So it's still a tie game. It's not looking too bad. Is this trying to force the switch? A little bit of a double switch here by the Veneral. This is why he's our coach. Yes, the double switch. You love it. He brings in a Pokemon, knows his opponent has to switch, predicts that switch. And now look at that. That is a top tier play. I love to see that. The only issue here, of course, is that Volt Switch. As we were looking through the team, Tyler, I really like the fact that Kilowattrel had U-turn and Volt Switch. The issue here is if he goes with that Volt Switch and we see Great Tusk, we are losing a Pokemon and I will be sad.
It's a super dicey play. I'll ask you, John, do you think it's the right play in this one?
It's difficult because he brings in our Glimmora, forces the switch, correctly predicts the switch with the Samurai, brings in the proper Pokemon here. All of that is fantastic. Goes for the Volt Switch. He stays in, gets rid of that berry. I would say this was pretty flawless. I am really, really happy with what we've seen. The only issue, though, is that Samurai was ready to take an electric move.
I don't know who's going to win this one, actually.
We already know that Ginger's not going to be able to take this hit, most likely, unless leftovers can bring us to a point where we can take that hit.
It feels like
but instead straight for the Aqua Coverage.
Weave has more
that was such a fascinating
options
turn,
left.
With you in terms of just how scary it is. If you go for the electric move there and we get the Great Tusk switch in, that would have been the battle.
Yeah.
Now
there's the SD.
Okay, that was a really good prediction on our opponent's part there. Ben going for the Wish, hoping that there's a switch out there. Instead, Sword
there's not much to predict.
His team's so offensive, it doesn't really matter what gets switched in. This does put us in a really, really bad spot. It kind of comes down to, can Kilowattrel take this thing out with an electric move and not be taken down by the priority? I don't think it would.
Everything dies to the water move, right?
Here and bring the Kilowattrel, but this is not an ideal spot. It's what I said earlier. You bring the defensive Pokemon, everything is great in theory. As soon as that thing is below half health, it gets real dicey.
So we are faster than the Samurai.
Okay. I do like getting
so
there.
I do too. I think it was really
Kilo
risky going back to that
click.
turn before to bank on the
Problem is it's Brave Bird. It's not Hurricane. It's not even taking advantage of its better special attack
we saw
here.
the Swords Dance earlier, kind of tipped his hand looking back. Yeah. I'm with you. I would have forced the switch.
Yeah, Crunch is probably the play.
Always been aggression. I would have forced that thing out rather than banking.
Rough situation here.
So far in this battle.
And this is a really, really pivotal point. I don't think the Samurot's in Torrent range. I could be wrong. It's really, really close to Torrent. I'm pretty sure Kilowattrel should.
Sorry, I'm blocking. I'm blocking their setup.
There's no choice here, and that's where
Hold on a second.
It's a very offensive team.
Let me move my cam for here.
Entire time, every time that Samurot's in, trying to get a Sword Stance up. Aqua Jet. That's what I was worried about. There we go. Live that. That's really, really big. The Samurott is gone, and I mean that's one threat out of the way. We don't lose Kilowattrel here. Great Tusk has not been brought in on this thing, so maybe I've been over worried about it. I don't know.
I'll go next to the casters.
There
we go.
We still don't have too much to counter.
I shifted everything, didn't I?
But it doesn't really matter. At this point, it's a very offensive game.
All right.
You have two Pokemon with weakness policy left, Glimmora, and then the bird high in the skies. So we're going to go down swinging, if nothing else. And
so what happened?
Really
what did it click?
We will see on the other side.
Thunderbolt?
I'm super worried about the Frostmoth. So we do see the Frostmoth immediately.
My bad.
Huh. He's gone. Here, and that's what I was worried about. There we go. Live that. That's really, really big. The Samurott is
Wild
gone.
Charge, okay.
We have nothing else, Moth. So we do see the
Frostmoth comes out.
Huh.
Frostmoth has gotten a
Isn't this Terra Water?
Yeah, I feel like I need to do a little bit of a search really quickly. I'm missing something with Frostmoth. Can that thing do anything to Heatran? Again, I played a lot of Draft League. I stopped in Gen 8, so the Moth in the Sky, maybe I missed something.
It's Terra
here,
Water,
I just cannot fathom what this thing could possibly do against the Heatran.
I wonder if Heatran is the switch here, or if we go back to Glamour. We saw that work out earlier. Took a little more damage. Like
Terra Water covers both is the problem. I think we just attack again.
Yeah. You know, it's going to be able to take the hit. Obviously, there's a chance of freeze, knock on wood. But it will force the switch, and it will be able to get damage on the next thing.
Oh.
Okay, this is what I had missed in the scouting report. It's going to be able to Terra up. Very interesting. What Terra is that going to be? Water. That is why. That's probably why the Heatran has weakness policy.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay. But
it
does
ice
make
beam.
this switch
It didn't Terra Blast.
A lot less effective. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be one to ask the coach about. It was a really, really good Terra on the opponent. Hey, you asked me earlier, right? Like, have you really done anything with Terra?
Was the
answer is
Frostmoth
no. This is my
faster
first
than the
experience with
Glim?
Terras in Draft League.
You had the ultimate threat in there in Kilowattrel, and yet the opponent takes the gamble to Water Terra, knowing full-fledged that you're going to make that switch. Super,
Man,
super
if the
bold
Heatran
prediction,
had
and unfortunately for our
Flame Charge,
No, there's been some pretty good predictions on our side.
it
but
could
that was a
actually
really, really
just
good play.
win outright
The
right
offense on
now.
that side, you know, I saw the defog on Frostmoth.
Oh
maybe I was
my
wrong,
God,
maybe it's
why
not
is
such
it not a
offensive Pokemon.
Flame
No, I'm
Charge?
pretty sure I was correct. That is, I mean, it could be a
No.
bulkier Frostmoth, but that
That
thing
would've
is
been
not messing around.
huge.
Our two best Pokemon for Frostmoth with Heatran and Glamora, not in a great spot. Really terrifying. And our best Pokemon to take this Pokemon down is almost dead with the Kilowattrel. Really, really scary stuff here.
I assume the thought process here is just
sucks.
try to get any damage you can.
Did he just go for Heavy Slam
There's a
into
good chance
Terra
of a switch
Water?
here. Well, no, I mean, they don't know we have the weakness policy, so yeah, I mean, I think Ben was hoping for the switch. Outsped anyways, and that, it wouldn't have mattered. So hope for the switch, Dragon Pulse next turn if we live, and get some good damage off. And hopefully that would allow Roaring Moon to come in, maybe force the switch, get a Dragon Pulse
Yeah, if
off,
this
or just
was
finish us off
Flame
with a punch.
Charge.
It's not looking incredible for us here.
Dragon
but
Pulse
I'm not
wouldn't have
counting
knocked
Roaring
it
Moon
out anyway.
And this is a +2 Heatran.
Ice Scales
Dragon
is too
Pulse
strong.
Could catch a Pokemon off
Are we
guard.
gonna see
There could be a really good
Frostmoth
switch, but
just
I'm a little
win?
worried that this is not going to be enough to take Frostmoth out.
Wasn't even close.
No, this is a really, really specially defensive Pokemon, if I am correct, and, well, decently special defensive with 90 special defense, but still, you know, able to take that pretty easily, not stab. That offense was
It's Ice Scales,
very
John. Ice
overpowering,
Scales
but
is what does it.
Not over yet. This
Still got
was
Roaring Moon.
interesting play here. Do we go just to try to get that kill, or do you go for the Hail Mary Dragon Dance? I'm pretty sure you're forced into a crunch.
No, you
There
crunch.
is always a chance of a crazy blunder on the other side. No, obviously, that's the right play. The chances of just Weavile switching were probably less than 1%, but you never know.
Here comes the big threat.
Okay, so Samu, Froz,
it's
and
a little deflating to see that
Gengar
come
are
in.
dead.
Acrobatics is super effective here. I don't
So the
think
problem
there's
with
a chance
weakness
it kills,
policy
but,
is,
where
yeah,
there's a
now
will,
you don't
there's a
have your
way,
boosted
Tyler. There's a
Acro.
will, there's a way.
I think that
And on top of that, you're Terra Dark, so you didn't cover your
faint
weaknesses
hope that by
to
the time
Tusk at
Acrobatics was
all.
needed, that weakness policy would be used up, and that thing would pack a much bigger punch.
Weakness policy is a really boom or bust item, and when it works, boy, does it work. And when it doesn't work, boy, does it not work. That's, you know, a little egg on
Kilo
my
was
face. I was worried about the ground
Hurricane?
moves. This guy came in close combat immediately. So,
Yeah,
you know,
if Kilowattrel was
what
Hurricane, it
do
could have
I know
won, but
is the question here. What do I really know?
it's Mono Brave
Now,
Bird.
Kilowattrel. No issue here.
Yeah, literally Hurricane could have won here. You'd have to hit
Sure.
3,
It's your
obviously,
only flying
but
type move.
yeah.
Hurt yourself.
I've been in the spot many
Rough.
times. It is
Roost,
the worst
huh?
part of Draft League. You're doing a battle live. You came in with such high hopes.
Yeah,
Week
that-
1,
yeah.
you know that you're going to lose the battle.
Good
and
play,
all you can
fix
do is
CC.
just sit there, feel really deflated.
Maybe even
And it's a
banned it,
brutal feeling,
honestly.
you know?
I don't know what the
this
Tusk
was a
was.
really
I'd have
good
to go and
battle
check
for a long
Weavile's
ways
video.
into it. It's much on the other side. After this battle, I think we've done enough talking, Tyler. I've had a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
3-0, not a
commentating
4-0 at
alongside.
least.
Strong term considering
But
the results of the match, but we're certainly content to be joined now by our esteemed head coach Ben. This season officially underway.
Yeah, if you guys want to go and watch that part, definitely go and do that. Go and sub to the Play More channel. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week, guys. I'm gonna just move my my cam back over to here. Yeah, not much else to say. I mean, I don't have the links to the you know what? I'm gonna drop the fan server link real quick into the chat, and you guys can go and check out all the coaches if you haven't already. Let me go and grab that invite, copy the link, and I'm gonna drop that into the YouTube chat. There we go. So go and join that Discord. That'll give you access to all the coaches' videos, their channels. Go and sub to them, obviously, all that jazz. I'm going to try to do this a little bit more often, obviously. Do it as much as possible. And yeah, I might be streaming some of my my league games as well. Who knows? We'll see. For right now, let's just focus on the GBA watch party, though. And hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We're going to end it here. But thank you all for being here and hanging out. And I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Thank you for all that. And yeah, catch you guys later. Peace.